Gentlemen, now it is time. It's a segment that everyone looks forward to, one of the highest rated segments of all time that I've ever done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Phil's day off.
What's up, Piggy? Let's get it started.
Big ups, Cat.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pools and dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife. Can't give me money today. Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month. Garbage dump, grocery shopping, pay my taxes, pet store, pay my bills, blowing his money on mobile games, blowing his money on this and that. I'm spending all this money buying DoorDash for my business. I need to put disgusting food in the mouths of my family members. Obviously, I need tips. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. Okay? These are my life priorities. Pay my taxes.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pools and dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife. Can't give me money today.
Obviously, I need tips.
Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month.
Shout out to the trolls.
For those who contributed, thank you. It would be great if we get a few more tips. To make up earlier today, we did not hit the hat goal either. It's been a very slow day. It would be great if we could pick it up a little bit with maybe some contributions tonight with tips. If you can, just saying. You know, I know some people are super chatting or whatever. That helps long term, but right now I really can help. Tomorrow's my day off. The tips I'll have for my day off, you see?
Give me money today.
A lot or a bunch of red meat or shellfish because I have gout. Gout is a disease that makes my acid levels much higher than most people's. And so if I eat certain foods, my acid level elevates, skyrockets, and then I get all giant swelling and incredible pain in my joint.
Hey. Who? Gout. Little gin, little door, that shrimp make the gout hot. I can feel it in my toes, let's go, it's the gout walk. Stomach cold, so froze, you know I got the gout rocks. Take a 20-minute break, I'ma hit him with a gout walk. Sushi day, I'ma tear it up. Oh shit, here comes another flare up. DoorDash me a little aloe vera, a bowl of penne and a side of marinara. I could introduce you to the gout. Fatty foods every time when I go out. Bitch, I'm too fast, so I pass out. Where the cherry juice at? Need a glass now. Gout. Gotta go and see the doc. Man, it's like a couple blocks. Hold up, another $100 shot. Now I'ma hit him with a walk. Hey, what? Gout walk. Little gin, little door, that shrimp make the gout hot. I can feel it in my toes, let's go, it's the gout walk. Stomach cold, so froze, you know I got the gout rocks. Take a 20-minute break, I'ma hit him with a gout walk. Little gin, little door, that shrimp make the gout hot. I can feel it in my toes, let's go, it's the gout walk. Stomach cold, so froze, you know I got the gout rocks. Take a 20-minute break, I'ma hit him with a gout walk.
In medical school, we learned that gout is the king's disease.
Do a begathon or tip me and do this and do that. We're not doing that. It's business as usual here on DSP Gaming. We play games, we have fun. If you guys like it, you support it. The week is going slow. Tough through it. So how are you doing? This is how I'm doing. Tips very low now. But I've noticed tips very low right now. The week is going slow. It gets to me. My life is ruined. This is how I'm doing. The losers out there, thinks that they know shit. Kiss my fucking ass and eat my right now. A full podcast booked, full gameplay streams booked. Everything's booked. Everything's booked. Can't do anything crazy. And I don't even have enough to buy groceries. It sucks. The week is going slow. Tough through it. Phil, how are you doing? This is how I'm doing. Tips very low now. But I've noticed tips very low right now. The week is going slow. It gets to me. My life is ruined. This is how I'm doing. Losers out there who thinks that they know shit. Kiss my fucking ass and eat my right now. Phil, how are you doing? This is how I'm doing. Phil, how are you doing? This is how I'm doing. Phil, how are you doing? This is how I'm doing. Phil, how are you doing? This is how I'm doing.
Hello, and thank you for showing up to the Saturday morning style Atlas stream. And before we even get into an Atlas update, I have to say thank you to Infamous KS for the 10 months, Mr. Wong for becoming a member, and Mr. Wong again for the big whale style money of 110 euros. I really appreciate it. And despite you might not having my live reaction, I appreciate it nonetheless. And this is actually, believe it or not, real footage of me at that moment.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right.
So again, thank you, Mr. Wong. I really appreciate your patronage. I'm glad that you're a fan of the arts. Now to get to the Atlas style segment. I have breaking news. Even my friends didn't know this. I'm coming to you live first and foremost. I was actually lying all week long since last Saturday about owning Crimson Desert. I know. It's I'm just kind of a dishonest style guy. I hate to tell you. That's what all trolls are. They're all dishonest degenerates. It just is the way that it is. So I've been playing Crimson Desert since last Saturday because I was curious. I needed to know how bad.
What a grand and intoxicating innocence.
How bad was DSP's actual coverage of it? So I bought it on Saturday after the stream. I was playing it. I beat the bosses. I beat the bosses that he fought, or more bosses than he fought before the patch came out. So you can't even say I didn't get the true and authentic experience pre-patch. Fuck that. It's not true. I did it. And let me tell you, DSP's fucking terrible at this game. And so I'm so happy he came back to it. We're going to be taking a look at that today. We're going to be looking at him complaining about Slay the Spire not doing well, rage about Street Fighter. Yes, we're going to take a look at Street Fighter style gameplay today. It's kind of a rare one. There's going to be a lot of redundancy, and then I'll show you the Crimson Desert footage at the end. So thank you so much, Movie Sign, for the 15 months. I appreciate it, brother. You say, big ups, thanks for helping me get through part of my double shift today. Double shift. Hard-working man. Hard-working man. Thank you, Movie Sign. And please enjoy your shift for whatever you can.
Okay. Well, folks, that's Slay the Spire 2. Here's the thing. I don't know, like, I would like to play it again.
Someone asked what's my favorite Pokemon? I really don't even have one. I'm not a Pokemon style enjoyer. Probably like a Charizard. He's a dragon. That's cool, I guess.
Can't do it as a day stream. There's no way. Not when I just had one of the lowest supported streams I've had. Actually, this may be the lowest support stream I had all year. Yeah. Like, actually, for sure, I think it is. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is the slowest support stream I've had all year. So, there's not much I can do. I like the game.
And I don't know why he keeps track of that kind of stuff, even if it's like vaguely in his mind. This seems like a self-own. To openly tell the audience that you're playing a game that you are really enjoying, really passionate about, as passionate as DSP gets about video games, and then to openly tell them, well, it's actually my lowest supported stream, so all the things that I enjoy doing, my fans don't enjoy. Knowing damn well that that's what the detractors are going to hone in on and gloat over. It just seems so self-destructive to do that. I think he Dune Messiah for the 20 months, saying big ups Atlas. It seems like DSP has sold this game on a lot of people. Even I'm considering it. Talking about Crimson Desert. I'm having a good time. The story is not very interesting. The voice acting is pretty egregious. I'm not going to lie. All of the line delivery seems stilted and disjointed. But that's not anything I've ever given a fuck about anyway. So it's like the gameplay, I'm having a good time.
I think it's ingenious. I think it's fun. I think it's unique. I think it definitely has an audience. I mean, of course it does, because 500,000 people are playing this a day. But I can't make people like it or like to watch it, okay?
You can't make people like it.
I do like the game.
He would if he could, though. Absolutely, he would if he could. And he tries his best with a fuck ton of games at this point. There's tons of games DSP will enjoy and then try and force onto his audience by berating them and denigrating them in the chat when they don't support. Literally trying to force this game on people.
Perhaps we would bring it back as a late night stream at some point, but I obviously cannot continue to play it as a daytime stream after today, you know? It was fun. Wait, 18 hours I think we played? I'm trying to remember how many videos I made of it. A good amount, I would say. So thank you for watching if you did. Thank you for engaging if you did. And of course,
thank you
for supporting if you did.
Thank you.
All right, the game was great.
DSP should have just recorded his own version. Thank you, Vin Mist, for the 2, saying, are you and the old man still working together? I think the old man grew tired of Act the King. I think he got tired of working in the coal mines like we were. So he's, as far as I know, on an extended break. I don't think that it's done and over with, but we are on a hiatus.
There are no achievements. It's in early access. That's right.
Look, it's difficult work down there, buddy.
Here's the thing. If more games like this, unique
Long
games come out, I
nights.
would love to know about them. I would absolutely love to play more variety of games, and this definitely fits into that wheelhouse for sure, does it not? But
it fits into the wheelhouse of more variety. What a very fun wheelhouse. That's what everybody's been asking for, obviously. That's the whole shtick of the channel. You know, he's a variety guy. And Mr. Wong coming back through for another 22, saying, Atlas, for the sake of the DSP lore, can you do a counter for the Immersian? Wow, I don't know what an Immersian is.
You know, I got to do this with the Y.
I'm probably dented and it's going over my head.
Have people come and watch.
Thank you so much for the 22. If it's for the lore, I might do it. I need clarification.
Didn't always do great anyway. The first stream it did. After that, it was rough, and now today is the worst. So, yeah, life is life.
Can you do a tip counter for the immersion? No, we are not doing a tip counter for the immersion. Come on.
If I could just do whatever I wanted on every stream, it would be amazing. But I'm not that level of creator. I gotta play what people want. All right, guys. So thank you so much, and I will see you. Maybe in the future, maybe we'll do a late night stream of Slay the Spire 2, or maybe we would bring it back when the game updates and there's new characters. Because I played all 5 now. I've seen all the characters that the game has to offer. So I wouldn't be against playing it again in the future to check out new content or whatever. All right? All right, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.
All right, so we're turning off of the recording now, and I believe we're gonna yell at the chat.
All right.
We have to, right?
Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna lie. That's a huge disappointment for me.
Huge disappointment.
And now I can't play it anymore.
I remember when $50 was the goal. I'm sure many of you do too. But here we are at $55 for this indie early access title, something DSP in the past would have never have played, and we're still complaining about money
anymore. You know, but it's life.
It's life. Life is sitting on your ass and making free money off of idiots. That's life. Skullmaster, Master of Skulls, is telling us there's $50 in tips. This is true. This is true.
Okay.
I wasn't thinking about YouTube's cut, that 30%. Oh, my lord. What in the fuck is going on?
Okay.
That's a great shot. That's definitely a professional style stream setup where you have to lean into the camera lens in order to move your monitor screen around.
All right, everyone.
With no commentary, by the way. He's not explaining what he's going to do next. He's not signing off for the night while moving anything around. He can only do one thing at a time. He cannot chew gum and walk. He can't, you know, tap his head and rub his stomach. Only one thing at a time, guys. And this is why he's so bad at video games. And why when he played Crimson Desert the first time, he played for 5 hours or so, 4 to 5 hours. And I'm not kidding. When I played the game, having not seen any of the gameplay, really, and not knowing anything about the game, aside from what I heard DSP talk about, I got to where he was in 2 hours. That is genuinely, he just cannot play video games and talk at the same time.
So tonight on the late stream, it is the return of Street Fighter 6. We are going to try to get Alex to master tonight. You know, one way or another, we're close. We're already very close to getting him to master. He's at 4-star diamond, so another session, very well tonight, we could pull it off. Especially if I hit a win streak with him tonight, we could pull it off. The problem is,
no way,
I don't play the
guys.
game enough.
If I hit a win streak, maybe we could rank up. As if that's not how ranking up works in every fucking game. Like, it's just, it's such a nothing sentence. It's a time waster. Going right along with what Adderall Dependent said, which he has no reason to multitask. The longer it takes him to do something, the more chances he has to milk some dent for the money. Absolutely. Absolutely. But it just makes the stream so much more insufferable.
You know, like, I've only used Alex twice, and now it's like, I feel like tonight I'm starting from square one again, while everyone else who plays that game in ranked just keeps playing constantly. I rarely play it. So now I'm coming back tonight. I feel like, is it going to be rough going again tonight? It might be. You know, I want to get Alex to master tonight, but I don't know if we're going to do it. We'll have to see. Okay? But that's tonight between 7 and 7:30. Come on back. Hang out with me, and let's see if we can pull it off. Obviously, if we get good support on that stream, that would help a lot for the fact that this stream was the slowest of the year.
Now, obviously, guys, if you gave me more money, that would help. Just the type of shit that goes without saying every single stream. If you gave me money, it would really help. Well, no shit, sure.
And then tomorrow.
When is that never? When has that never not been the case?
Will be Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined continuing, and tomorrow night will be RimWorld. All right. Okay. So thank you guys for those who like Slay the Spire 2. I appreciate you, and you know, I'm with you. I'm feeling just as down and sad as you probably are that we're not playing it anymore. But that's, you know, what can I do?
But that's not, his audience must not feel that way. He goes, oh God, I'm with you. It really sucks. I can't play Slay the Spire. It's not doing well. They're the people that didn't support. They should be, you know, screaming from the rooftops, jumping up in joy. They're the ones cheering. They didn't give you any fucking money, idiot. He's actually the only person who's enjoying Slay the Spire. Clearly, because no one gave him money.
Tried my best.
That's the only way we can measure.
I tried my best. I didn't crash out. I didn't sit here just begging the whole stream. I just played the game and enjoyed it, right? And that's life. Not everyone really likes certain kinds of games. And in this case, it is what it is, right? All right. See you all tonight for Street Fighter. Peace out, everybody.
Vin missed with the 5. Thank you so much. Saying it's so funny when you can tell how pissed he gets. Also, back then he was only counting tips, not subs or anything else. That's true. That's true. You got to give him his dues, I suppose. But yeah, it is incredibly funny when you can visually tell he's irritated with the amount of money, the lack of support, which directly means he's upset with the chat. He's upset with his viewers, which is just a terrible look. That's why people don't like him. That's why they talk shit about him and say that he's not appreciative, that he's a greedy little pig roach. Like, it's because he's visually upset with the people that are still paying his bills and allowing him to live fairly well, especially at this point, if you believe half of what he says. Thank you, Mad Pretty, for the 5. Saying Slay the Spire died because he told a 45-month dent who bought him the game to shut up about hoof holding, so he stopped supporting. Did he stop supporting? I must have missed that. But I do remember him calling out the hoof holding. And then DSP, of course, trying his best to say that that is not the case. And it only depends on certain games. And there are games that are, I guess, designed for hoof holding, was the way he was trying to spin the narrative. Like RimWorld. Nobody has ever enjoyed RimWorld without being handheld. It's literally impossible, you guys. But so you heard at the end of the clip, we're very obviously excited. Look at his face. Excited to play Street Fighter. It's going to be well supported, I'm sure. And there's going to be no problems whatsoever. We're going to have a fun time. Of course, silent gameplay. Cannot press buttons
Can't do
and
anything.
talk.
I'm locked in place and can't move. He gets free combo. At least he doesn't have any super.
Thank you, Mr. Wong, for another 5 memberships. Big ups. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I feel like I should play the video again.
What happened? He's gonna win now. Look at this.
Oh, look at this. He's gonna win.
That was, are you kidding? I did level 1 super.
Absolutely
I did
dunked
2
on.
quarter circles forward light kick. The game gave me stance.
Belted with the single high
crouch,
punch. Crazy.
light kick. I want you to think about that. He went forward. He drive rushed forward. I did 2 quarter circles forward light kick. The game read that as down and 2 punches to go into stance
Okay.
and light kick.
Right. Do it better next time, Chief.
Why play the game? The game is so frustrating because it doesn't fucking work. I literally never touched a punch button. I saw him drive rushing. I buffered super. When I saw the drive rush flash, I did the kick. How the fuck did it give me that?
It's so wild to me that he's been playing Street Fighter for damn near all of his life, and he is still utterly baffled, confused, and mesmerized by basic Street Fighter gameplay in the modern day. It's just... Look, I've played first-person shooters for a long time, Call of Duty especially. I'm never really confused when Call of Duty is being shitty. I'm never completely bad. I'm not... What? I can't believe that I didn't press that button. That's not a reaction that I feel like if you play a game long enough, you still have. You know, the amount of disbelief that he comes with is truly awe-inspiring, I think.
That's game. It's level 3 now. Because I had to guess.
Felted by another Cammy.
That's going to kill me. All because I had to guess, because that's Cammy. I had to guess the right move, and I lose
I had
now
to
because of the
guess.
guess. You suck. You're a piece of shit. You're a terrible...
He's still complaining about mix-ups how late into the life of this game as well as Street Fighter as an IP, and bro still is just confused and mesmerized by a mix-up and having to guess correctly as though that's not half of what fighting games actually are.
Fucking player, you earned no hits. Fuck your mother.
Fuck
really,
your
fuck
mother.
your mother. You're a terrible player. Any move she does from anywhere on the screen
so
immediately
angry.
goes to level 3 from full screen. Guys, can we get some support for Street Fighter 6? I had a terrible day earlier trying to play a great game. No one wanted to watch Slay the Spire 2. You guys are here for Street Fighter 6. Support the fucking stream. Let's get
Support
some...
the fucking stream, you losers. Please notice as well that there's only 250 people here. This is... It's not like an excess amount of people have shown up for the Street Fighter style gameplay. It's not like there's been a big boon of attendance. But we're asking the same amount of people that are typically here on a night stream or on a gameplay stream in general to just support the fucking stream.
Contributions.
And using the previous stream to try and justify our hostility as well. Very, very peculiar.
Right now during this match, let's go.
Right
shout
now.
out contributions when this match is done, period.
Shout out right now.
Can't do anything. I pressed the button. Fuck this game. Of course.
Oh
of
shit.
course. Look at
Yeah,
this
where
randomness.
is Jax? It's not Friday. I said this last week, I think, that he should only be playing Street Fighter on Fridays. It's the only day Jax can show up. It truly is the only day that he can get, screen time, I guess, at the daycare. Friday is the only day
This
we should
fucking
play
sucks.
Street Fighter.
This game is fucking garbage. I'm tired of it. He does random strike. Oh, it counters everything you're doing. Fuck this game.
Thank you, Jordan Fadeaway, for the 2. Saying the salty rant into beg combo is a chef's kiss. I agree.
I'm
A DSP
god.
classic.
How can you kill a god? What a grand
Thank
and
you.
intoxicating innocence.
XJS for the 12, saying his suffering gives me sustenance. Oh, you're one of those dirty detractors that's striking while he's bleeding or whatever the fuck he says the next day. It'll come up. It'll be relevant, I swear. Thank you for the 12 months, XJS. You sick
In the
freak.
middle of of my hit, he's mashing level 1 super, hoping for the best, and he gets it. Fuck this laggy game. You believe they've actually taught scrubs that this is what you do online when you're getting hit. Mash for reversal supers, because if the combo drops, you get a reversal super through it. People, this is a strategy that you use online.
Okay. Guys, they use the mechanics of the game to try and win the match. Can you believe it? What a bunch of pieces of shit. Am I right? How dare they want to win? I thank you, Mr. Wong, for another 6, saying, I already support you, Atlas. Don't ask for more. I was mocking the guy, but I appreciate your sentiment. Thank you for the 6. Big ups, Mr. Wong, a true MVP today.
If only my move would come out. It didn't. It dropped it. I'm stuck. I can't move. Free combo for him. See what I mean? It's all safe. They all
it's all safe.
Jump, safe distance, safe everything. I can't. What happened? I couldn't move. I literally couldn't move. Oh my god! My character froze.
Mind you, this is a mirror match, so you would think that there would be no additional complaints, right? These two have the exact same frame advantages. They have the exact same moves, the exact same downsides, the weak spots or whatever you want to call them. But we still are complaining as though there's some sort of upper hand this individual has been dealt.
Tried to jump, nothing happened. He just stood there like this.
Yeah, mirror match is just skill.
I pushed up on the joystick and Alex was like this. Wow, you're a great player. The game doesn't fucking work. What a great player. It handed you a win. It's exactly what I did.
Yeah, it's lag. I see you guys coping in chat for him. I'm sure he appreciates it.
Just a random neutral jump, insane reward for random
He's pulling Hogan's right now with a smile on his face because you're here defending him.
I couldn't do anything. Are you kidding? Where is my move? I did stance, change, stomp. No stomp.
No stomp. I hate when they drop my stomp.
And the button mashers fucking win. This game is fucking terrible. I don't know.
Why does he play this game? Like, this is a genuine question. I know the new character came out. I know that he claims to love Street Fighter, but I don't see any Street Fighter footage from Street Fighter gameplay footage from DSP where he looks like he's having fun. He's never complimenting the game. He's never really talking about having good matches until the next day after I guess he's had time to cope and seethe enough to warrant calling them good matches, but in the moment, he's never having fun.
Like, why play? I can't get anything to execute properly. I can't block on reaction. My character literally froze. He jumped, and I pressed up. He just stood there like this. He did nothing. As if I had never touched the joystick. That was the reaction the game gave me playing online. Well, everyone, can we get some more support for Street Fighter? Seriously.
Support the fucking stream.
We're going to play for another hour,
Do it again,
but as you can see, I'm having no fun playing this
worked.
laggy piece of shit online. Ranked play sucks. It fucking drops your inputs half the fucking time, so it's not fun to play. Can't learn, all right? Can't fucking learn. I do something that doesn't do it half the time, you know? Now, I already had an awful first half of the stream. Please support the second half of the stream right now.
Guys, I'm having such a bad day. Slay the Spire was bad. The first half of this stream is bad. This latter 2/3 of it are bad. I need money, you guys. Please. Thank you, Cloudbreaker, for, I guess, listening to me. For the 2, saying he just needs to buy another $300 controller. This is true. Dude, if he had the leverless hitbox or whatever the fuck, he would be thriving right now. He would be living in peace and prosperity across the nation with his leverless, dominating in the Street Fighter 6 style world. But instead, this is where we are. It really is a shame.
Oh. Let's get some stuff to shout out.
The life we could have lived if we had leverless. Am I right, folks?
Earlier today, I played a game that's a great game that I love, but I can't get an audience for it. Then I get an audience for this, and all these idiots want to fucking do is spam on Kick like little bitches. Like, gee, they're uncontrollable little children, dunces.
Hey, you Mr. Wong for another 2.
Support the stream.
Atlas,
Great.
don't ask too much of support. I'm sorry. I'm mocking the guy, man. When he does it, I have to. It's mandatory. I was told that's what a good stream is.
Mash jab.
Chill, positive content.
He wins by mashing fucking jab. This game sucks, dude. There's nothing to it. It's a simpleton's game. It's for morons. Play like a fucking idiot and win. The game is terrible.
But he can't do it. That's part of the thing that always gets me about Street Fighter, and especially the like post-match clarity is what I'm going to call it. It's always, oh, it's for simpletons, it's for button mashing idiots that don't know how to play the game, and yet not very often is he capable of actually holding his own against these supposed idiots, these morons who don't understand the intricacies of footsies or the mechanics at play, yet they dominate him on a regular basis and make him fucking cope and seethe religiously on all of the Street Fighter streams. It's almost like he's spewing nonsense or something.
Absolutely fucking terrible. I'm never going to get him to master because the connections will never work. It'll always fuck me up. When I'm trying to get something going, it'll drop my input, and there's no point in playing this fucking
game. Oh shit, it's a jury match. Let's go. We love jury.
Loss.
We love jury.
Everyone's saying dumb shit in chat. Instead of being stupid, instead of being toxic, and instead of insulting me, how about you say, all right, this game infuriates Phil. Let's relax a little bit and stop being a jerk to him. You ever
Why
think
would
about
they
that?
do that?
You understand the game does fucking suck, that I'm good at fighting games. I've played them many times, many years. I've done very well at them, that this particular...
Don't you guys get that? I've played games for a long time and that I'm good at them. I know you can't see via the evidence that is directly in front of you that I'm demonstrating and putting on right now. I know that that's not being held evident now, right here. But can't you believe what I'm saying?
Particular game is ass, and it fucking infuriates me because it is. It's not fun to play. Instead of saying dumb shit constantly, you just like have a brain cell that fires every once in a while in your fucking head. Maybe. That would be nice. Because people just say dumb shit in chat. It's so dumb, man.
They say dumb shit. It's so dumb. Guys, it's really dumb. You're being dumb.
Again, just drive impact.
What up, Crust Punks? Big ups.
I don't want to play. There's no fun at all playing this game.
And why are we playing it? I would imagine if there's no fun playing, there's no fun watching, but what do I know? I'm not an 18-year content creator like this guy. The guy.
My kick whips through his fucking body. Whips through his body, and he mashes a punch and gets a punish.
Can I see it? I'm going to run it back, guys. I'm sorry. You're going to have to watch more. I want to see this kick whip through the body. I have to know. Yeah, I'm not convinced he touched him. I'm going to be honest. It did that hitbox I don't think was close enough. Can he be salty about it? Yeah, he can. But was it close enough? I don't think so.
My kick whips through his fucking body. Whips through his body, and he mashes a punch and gets a punish.
A punish.
Thank you, Cola Thulu, for being an ongoing sub on kick. So I guess this is it. We're not even going to get $100 of support tonight for fucking Street Fighter. Then fuck this game. Really, fuck it. It's not worth the stress to play it. It's not. Because I hate it.
And this is the attitude that gets pointed out all of the time. DSP only plays games for money. All DSP cares about is the money. He doesn't have passion for games. And here, right now in front of you, he's admitting that playing this game that he claims to enjoy, this IP he claims to be passionate about, it's not worth experiencing this game because he's not making enough money. It cannot be any more cut and dry where his laurels lie when it actually comes to streaming. It's all about the money. I mean, it always has been. But the fact that he'll deny it as to this day while saying things like this is insane to me. Thank you, Vin Mist, for the 2, saying welcome home. Well, thank you for the 2. I'm gonna put it into my welcome home.
Flatman, thanks for a $2 tip. It's really not worth the stress of playing this garbage.
Do I have a tip goal? No, sir. No, sir.
To enjoy, but why fucking put myself through the torture of playing a shitty game? I'll fucking something else to play.
The goal is to make it through the stream. You never know.
Body. Whips. So thank you to Positive Content who gifted a sub. Guys, if you want to contribute, now you got to do it on the Kickstarter. You got to tip me. That's it. I can't get any income on the stream because some fucking idiot mass reported it.
Some fucking idiot.
Which the bots sadly pick up on that and will just flag it without actually properly reviewing it. And there's no...
So here's confirmation from DSP, by the way, that apparently if you just mass report his streams while they're live, bots pick it up and you can get them, you know, get the stream demonetized. Now, he said later that that's not actually what happened, but he genuinely believes this now. So is this a possibility? Is this the new strategy? Have we not been trying hard enough?
Because once the stream's offline, I can't get any more income on it anyway, so there's no
Yeah,
point even
Doom
disputing it.
Messiah's right. He does say the next day, and I might have that clip, that it was actually Zangief that got the stream demonetized because he's half naked and it picked it up for nudity. I mean, what you believe is what you believe. That's what he says. He's a known liar, but the truth here
so
really
we can get some
doesn't
support
matter.
on the kick side. That would be awesome. If we can get some tips for the end of the stream. That would be awesome. Yep. Can't stop it.
Now, obviously, this is a comp of his raging and doing terribly.
Isn't this a great game? Isn't it worth
But it really is shocking how many different matches you can pull up within the same night and get these reactions. It's almost like it is a vast majority
playing?
of them.
Judy. Round one.
Absolutely god fucking awful, and it lags to living shit, and I'm not actually being basically rewarded for the stress. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing.
Dude, I'm not being rewarded for the stress. Is the reward not the enjoyment of the game and the competition? Is that not it? Was that not the point of playing games competitively online? All of a sudden, you have to have your stress rewarded in a monetary way.
If like people are cheering me on and they're being happy and they're like, yeah, Phil, you can do it. Instead, I got toxic ass fucking people tonight. Like a whole group of toxic people flagging the fucking stream, being dicks over on kick. So fuck it. I'm not gonna bother with it anymore.
Fuck it.
If I play the game, I'll probably just play with the characters I'm good with. You know? I'm trying to learn, legit, trying not to be a spamming, bitch like these fucking people online, but you just can't do it.
Old man Jenkins, you're right.
I didn't study any.
In the chat, they're literally just telling him he sucks, that he's terrible, that he should give up. That is what the chat is spamming for the most part. That he's angry, he's salty, he's seething, he's bad, he should give up, put down Street Fighter forever. That's it. That's what he's seething about. Random people telling you you're bad at a game should not warrant this. Thank you, Mr. Wong, with the 2, saying, here's your reward, Atlas, stop bitching. Yo, if it works like this, I get why the guy does it. If it was this easy.
Meta.
Thank
whatsoever.
you, Mr. Wong.
I didn't watch anyone else's
appreciate it.
videos.
Thank
I'm
you,
trying
thank
to
you,
learn
thank
for
you.
myself. It's only the 3rd time I'm playing with the character. It's impossible. People already know safe jump setups. People know everything. It's like, dude, that shit you should know 6 months in. You know it after 7 days? It's fucking insane.
Angry because other
All right,
people
well,
learn faster than
screw
him?
this game. Really, like, screw it. The ranked play is
Probably the
atrocious.
story of
It
his
is.
life,
It's
truthfully.
atrocious. The connections are god-awful. Constant dropping of frames, dropping of inputs. Impossible to try to learn a fucking character unless you play it nonstop. I don't.
It's impossible to learn a
So it's going to basically
character.
go exactly the same way Sagat did. Like, I know if I played the game a lot more, right, I would do better. If I played the game a lot more, I would have better execution. I would basically know all the setups for Alex. I get him to master, but I don't play enough. When I play this game 1 to 2 times a week, it's not enough to get new characters to master anymore. That's the sad fact. If I was going to get Alex to master, it had to be day 1.
And it only had to be day 1 because he's just incapable of competing. He's incapable of keeping up. That's really his problem with this game. At the end of the day, it's not that it's dropping his inputs or that it's laggy or that the game is poorly designed. I mean, maybe it is. I'm not a fucking fighting game player. But ultimately, his problem is that he cannot keep up with the people that play regularly. The regular person who gets off of work and plays Street Fighter for, an hour or 2 afterwards and then gets offline, but this is one of the only games they play. He can't keep up with that. Despite being a former professional Street Fighter player back in the day, first in the nation or whatever the fuck, he can't compete with normal people that play the game at a normal pace, and he's angry about it. Calling them tryhards, telling them or saying that he would have to meet all sorts of prerequisite training and videos to watch just to play like a regular person.
That was the only way I was going to do it. I'm serious. Like, that was the only way I was ever going to do it, to play the shit out of the game. But no one wanted that. You guys wanted me to do all kinds of balance and all kinds of variety and stuff, right?
Right? You guys wanted me to do this choice I made, right?
I can't play a game that I like, and that really annoys me. And then tonight I come in and I'm like, well, hopefully at least tonight we'll recover from that. No. It ends up being another stream where full frustration of how bad that game is online, trolling in the kick chat, and then low support, and then flagging the stream so no one can even super chat. It's like, wow, that's really nice of you, right? Like, really nice behavior to do that to the streamer who is frustrated. And that's why people did it, because they know I'm upset. They know that my blood pressure is up. They know that that game pisses me off, and that's why they act like that. They're animals, right? Oh,
They're animals, and so I'll slaughter them like animals. That's again just an insane reaction to people telling you you're bad in chat, to call them animals. Yeah.
Strike when he's down. Strike when he's bleeding. Strike the wound, right?
His cortisol is spiking. It's true.
Anyway.
But he keeps playing the game. At the end of the day,
How can you kill
this is a
god?
self-inflicted wound.
What a grand and intoxicating
Every
innocence.
time he plays Street Fighter 6, it's a self-inflicted wound where he's going to get salty and yet continue to play and give them exactly what they want. Thank you, Yosaru, for the 3 months saying, let's fucking go. Well, we're going to fucking go straight into the daily cope. Because obviously after a terrible first stream and a really salty second stream, we're going to be complaining. We're going to be complaining a lot. And this is why I said there's going to be a bit of redundancy, because not only are we going to complain on the daily cope, and we complain, both these streams, but we're going to complain on the pre-stream to follow the next day. So I hope you're ready for a fuck ton of complaining.
What's up, everyone? It's the Daily Wrap for Tuesday, the 24th of March, 2026. I'm DSP. This is going to be a shorter one, but it's not going to be a good one, just to forewarn everybody. Okay? Today kind of sucks.
So down.
I'm not going to lie. You know me. I don't shit.
Yeah, he opens with the sigh. You know a daily wrap is gold dust when he's opening it with a sigh. This is a pre-recorded video. He could just do enough takes to look and sound happier. He could just wait until he's not distraught like he is. Again, just look at the screen grab we have here. Just, it looks like he's about to cry, genuinely.
Your coat stuff. I don't. All right? So let's talk about what happened today and why I think today sucked and why I'm feeling kind of down right now, to be honest with you.
I'm feeling down.
So we started off today with...
Genuinely distraught over video games at 43 is a life I would never want to live. Holy shit, bud.
A fun morning show. On said morning show, I talked about 3 different current events, which were good stories, in my opinion. 2 of them very gaming related, the layoffs at Epic Games and how, once again, the wrong people get punished
at
for
Epic
bad
Games.
decisions of management.
I'm dancing on their grave.
How Game Pass is trying to be
I'm doing
redesigned
fucking
to be cheaper
cartwheels
now,
and
stuff
somersaults.
Like that, okay? Then after that, we started with Slay the Spire 2. Now, to be honest with you guys, I already had a bad feeling going into today. Reason being, since I started playing Slay the Spire 2 weeks ago, almost every stream of this game has done worse or has stayed the same and then kind of dwindled. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I noticed overall engagement, support, everything has been...
How long has he been a full-time streamer where the gimmick wears off after a short period of time and the support inevitably falls off with it? It's been like every single game for the past fucking 10 years at this point. This is how it works. People are interested maybe the first, second, or third time, and then slowly people fall off. They lose interest. It's always a gimmick with DSP. It's always what's new, what's hot. People want to see him in a new circumstance, and then they lose interest because he's just not interesting.
Been going down with this game.
And he's the only one who
Slay the
doesn't
Spire
understand this.
I legitimately think it's a great game. It's something unique and different that I normally wouldn't play, and I absolutely positively want to keep playing it. Today, I played Slay the Spire 2, and we played it with the Necrobinder. We went through a full run there and almost got to the end, but didn't. Necrobinder seems to be one of the tougher characters to use in the game. Even
Shout out
in the Doom build,
Necrobinder. I don't know what that
couldn't
means.
do it, but
it's a character,
still
I guess.
fun. And then we tried the next character, the Defect, which we did 2 different runs with because I tried, again, 2 different aspects of playing the character with these power orbs and stuff. And that was pretty fun, too. In fact, I would say I still think that Regent is my favorite character, but I think Defect is second best.
Great.
Okay?
Thank
Anyway,
you.
End of the stream. Guess how much we raised today with Slay the Spire 2? Around $50 for the entirety of the stream. And you know that's disappointing, right? You know it's not the end of the world, but you know it's disappointing because I really like this game.
See, and why would they know that it's disappointing? That's such an odd thing to be able to say as a content creator. You guys know that I'm disappointed because the stream didn't net enough money while I'm supposed to be playing a video game I claim to enjoy and have fun playing. What? Why would anybody know that you were disappointed? Well, because he made it very obvious, of course, and he only cares about the money. But that just shouldn't have been the case.
But I can't give it daytime streams of 3+ hours of gameplay if I'm going to make $50 for the entire 4 to 5 hour stream. I can't. Okay? So basically, after talking with the audience, yeah, they were like, here's the thing. Some people like the game, just not a lot. A lot of people come by and complain they think it's too slow paced. It's not fun to watch. I disagree, but
But
again,
they claim
I
you get
can't make
handheld
my
and it's not
audience like
enjoyable.
a certain style or genre of game. I can't. There's no way I can do it. I try to convince you, tell you the good things about it, try to play it well, which I think I've been doing. I can't make a game attractive to someone who doesn't particularly like it, besides to play it and show you that it's good.
But again, he tries all of the time. I honestly don't know why he's giving up on Slay the Spire as opposed to all of the games he refused to give up in the past. How many streams of Expedition 33 did we do? Low support, nobody gave a fuck. Absolutely, zero people watching, right? How many streams of Blueprints did we play before he inevitably gave that up with low support, right? He's saying that he can't force games on you, can't force you to enjoy them, but he's done it in the past. Or at least he's dragged everybody along for the adventure.
I think I've done my best with that game. I guess it's not good enough. All right. So I'm disappointed because I want to play more Slay the Spire 2, but it's not working. So
Because he
that's it for the
can't
game for now.
have them named
we very well
Pokemon?
may go back to it in
True.
the future when
Right.
they add more characters.
That's a way
because
better
we've now played
idea.
with
We should
all
play
5
Pokemon.
in early access. The game will likely have 7 more. I think they said up to 12 by the end. So I'll do my best to maybe bring it back in the future if and when more characters are released. But that's it for Slay the Spire 2. All right. So already, that's very disappointing. I'm already on a bad stream. I'm upset because
It's a
I
bad
can't play
stream
a
because he
game now
didn't
that I
make
really
money.
like. Because people
He can't play a game he really likes because he's not making enough money. That should not be the cause and effect here. That just
don't want to see it on stream.
I'm
then
actually at
my
a loss
streams are
for
not
words. I'm
just my
sorry.
hobby,
My
they're
bad.
job.
My bad.
I'm supposed to be streaming and entertaining an audience. The audience is supposed to like the content enough that they want to come back and engage and reciprocate, right?
Right.
They didn't do that with Slay the Spire 2, so we're done with it, okay? So then the night stream comes along, and it's Street Fighter 6, and I tell everyone on this stream, I really want to make a solid effort. Let's get Alex to master. That I think we could do it, that we just stick to our guns, and, if I really kind of... I even started early before people were on the stream. Like before I started, I was practicing. I was sitting in training mode practicing. I tried to learn some
Wow.
viable setups, some better things.
A rare instance of DSP actually showing passion for something. He decided to play the game and practice before the stream. I thought we didn't play games off stream, huh? What?
Because I did.
Yeah, for how long? Yeah, that's a good question. He might have been practicing for like 15 minutes, which arguably shouldn't even be mentioned then.
I implemented them tonight, okay? Here's the problem with Street Fighter 6. There's 2 real major problems with it. Number 1, I don't play it nearly enough to be good and get characters to master anymore unless I'm doing it on day 1. Like, I had a good, solid chance of getting Alex to master on day 1.
Only when other people also don't know how to play the game is he viable in a competitive setting. After anybody learns anything, then all of a sudden it's a struggle session that makes it completely impossible to rank up to master. That should tell you about how good DSP is at Street Fighter. Like, you don't need any more information than right then and there.
No one knew how to face him, but I played for 5 hours and that was it. I ran out of time. How much more was I going to play, right? I did try to squeeze in another hour later in the week when I was playing Crimson Desert and we stopped playing it, and I did actually gain some ranking points then too. But most people who play Street Fighter 6 play it probably, arguably, 5 times more than me. This is their game. This is the thing they try hard all the time. And make no mistake, tonight I'm playing, people already know Alex up, down, left, and right. They're not falling for anything. They don't fall for throw setups. They don't fall for anything. They know exactly what's going on. They know what's safe against him.
They're competent players? God forbid.
I was playing an Alex player. He knew everything perfectly. He knew how to do safe jump setups and stuff. I'm like, safe jump setups? He's been out a week.
Can't you technically brute force your way into master? As last I knew, that's what people were saying that were more knowledgeable on the game. That master is kind of just an arbitrary threshold to separate people that don't play the game from people who do play the game. And then once you're into master, like, that's where the real competition even begins. But
people already know safe jumps. That's supposed to be something months to years down the line in a fighting game, and they learned it in 7 days. So that means some people are posting the crap all over the internet, and everyone's already copied it.
And right there, we've already discounted and discredited anybody else playing the game and claiming that they don't they're incapable of actually learning the tech and being aware of the mechanics. They had to have watched a video. It had to be somebody else's fault in the timeline that we live on that made DSP lose. It's the fault of the content creator that posted the video. It's the fault of the person who watched the video. It's the person that watched the video and decided to actually learn it and use it in game. It's everybody's fault but DSP's for not playing the game.
Frustrating. It really is. It's incredibly frustrating when you're trying to enjoy a game and everyone else is treating it like a full-time profession. And I'm like, this is just one of the many things that I play. I don't take it that seriously. How am I supposed to do well and get to master? I guess I'm not going to.
I don't take it that
now,
seriously,
addition,
but he's screaming at the fucking game and using obscenities at his chat. He's so upset.
To that level of
but
frustration.
I play casually. I don't play enough.
The behavior
I don't
tonight
care
of the
enough.
people on the stream was unacceptable. And here's what I mean. Monstrous amounts of trolling. Okay? Like uncontrollable amounts of trolling. People who were spamming constantly. People who were just being overall really toxic and negative. Yes, the usual stream snipers were out. And you guys know, they don't really bother me. Like these stream snipers are trying to prove a point like, oh, look, we're trolling Phil. But then I end up beating them. So, or at most I play them one match. And even if I play them, sometimes I beat them, which is fun. You know, like, hey, I got them. Fuck them. So anyway.
Is that the only, that's probably the only time I've heard DSP say that the game is fun and enjoyable, when he's beating stream snipers, which doesn't happen very often because Raw Phil's just an objectively better player than him. So arguably the only thing that makes Street Fighter even entertaining for DSP is the trolling. Imagine that. Everybody is having more fun when DSP is being trolled, including DSP. It gives him something to actually like fight for. It gives him some sort of satisfaction to own a troll online, even if he claims it doesn't. He just claimed the opposite. Thank you, Tezosaurus, for the 2, saying Capcom posted tech videos, but he blames FGC. That's so funny. Capcom actively going against DSP's wishes on how tech comes out by posting their own videos, in accelerating how fast the skill ceiling disappears, or the skill floor, whatever it is.
The stream snipers are out in force, and they're all trying to get me with like juries and cams like nonstop. So it's already tough because good luck getting a win streak when they're stream sniping you right in the middle of you trying to learn the character. But then, you know, the chat on Kick was really out of control tonight. All right, it just was. And I'm sorry. It's like I said at the end of the stream when I calmed down after playing. Here's what it is
when I calm down after playing, it's like it's like talking to a kid. When you're a 7-year-old or whatever's getting too angry at the game and you kick them off the game, and they're like, okay, now that I've calmed down, let me tell you why I was so upset, and maybe I can justify getting back on the Xbox.
Want to come by when they know that I'm already in a bad mood. So they already know I'm upset because I can't play Slay the Spire 2 anymore because it didn't work as a stream. I tried my best, 14 hours. It just doesn't work. And now they're coming by on a night when they know it's going to be stressful for me to try to get Alex to master, and they're going to troll all night. So they did, you know. So Kick Chat was pretty much unintelligible. It was impossible.
It was
to
fast
even,
as shit.
like, keep track.
Somebody was in chat and they said compare the YouTube chat to the Kick Chat. Yeah, that YouTube chat was dead as hell, and that Kick Chat was flying. Arguably the most popular DSP's been in a while.
Back of what was going on in there, it was spam nonstop. It was really a mess. YouTube chat wasn't that bad, but what ended up happening was there was support. Okay, there was. Absolutely, there was support on the stream for a bit. And then what ended up happening was just stop. So it was almost the end of the night, and we had like maybe $60. And I'm like, well, here we go again. You know, this is frustrating. Now it's Street Fighter 2. And I think it's because, you know what happens when I play this game online? I don't have fun. When I'm playing this online, particularly the ranked
Why
matches
do we
where
play
everyone's
it?
tryharding and the connections are terrible.
If you know what happens and I know what happens, then what the fuck was the point, Chief? Why did we load it up? Thank you, Crooked Hound, for the 5, saying, yeah, you're right, Phil. People who play fun games like it's their job are a serious problem, especially when they beg for their pay and mock the donor. I agree. I think that's pretty egregious. It's pretty ugly behavior, Crooked Hound. You got a point. Maybe the guy had a point. I don't know.
I'm not having fun. I'm not. Okay? I want to play the game and have fun and learn. I can't learn a new character when everyone is playing the character they played day one and their fucking pattern play. It's all safe and the lag, my inputs drop left and right. It just drives me nuts. So I get mad and I swear like a sailor and everyone laughs. Ha ha ha. That's what we wanted. We got our clip farm from Street Fighter or whatever. Big fucking deal. Right? But the problem is,
why did we, small nitpick, we got our clip farm from Street Fighter. Why does it's not The clip farm is the DSP Space Gaming channel itself. You got a clip from Street Fighter. It's just not how you use the term clip farm or clip farming. It just using vernacular and vocabulary he's not quite sure how to use.
Number one, kick side, completely uncontrollable,
That's
and no
what
one
old
supported.
people do.
I think we got like 1 or 2 subs all night, maybe 3, and we got a few people who threw kicks. That was it. And this is my final streaming day of the week for kick, where it counts for this week. So it was a super important night. Didn't really get much support from kick. YouTube side, we got some super.
It was Tuesday. It was a super important night, you guys. The cutoff for when the next week starts.
Super chats. We got a couple tips, and then guess what happens? Some asshole mass flags the stream, because I know exactly how it works. What they have to do is they have to get a ton of accounts to mass flag the stream for profanity, saying, oh, Phil said a bunch of swears. And when do I say my worst swears? When I'm playing Street Fighter 6. 100%. Every other time that I play other games, it's not that bad. When I play Street Fighter 6, that's when I lose control and I get angry because the game sucks, right? So,
but you shouldn't be able to say that. Again, at 43 years old, he's losing control and thrashing about, swearing, knowing damn well that this could be a reality. This could be the case. He's going to be demonetized. His business is going to suffer. He's going to have to beg and cry and whine on the stream as a grown man because he cannot keep himself emotionally regulated. He's not capable of maintaining any sort of composure while playing a game he claims to not care about and only play casually. What fucking sense does that make? He just doesn't have any sense left in him.
they get the stream
Only
demonetized.
dollars, boss.
So what that means is I can still keep streaming, but no one can super chat. So now anyone who even is watching on YouTube can't super chat. I did get another like tip or whatever, but that was it. So by the end of the night, another low support stream. So now it's 2 low support streams for the day. Slay the Spire 2 is done. Can't continue it. Street Fighter 6 is shot. I ended up tonight literally where I started. Like, no lie, I made 0 progress with Alex. I went up, down, and all night, and I ended up right where I had started.
Oh, like the thank you meme. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Right.
And I said to the audience, it's this simple. If I was going to do it, it was going to be tonight. Obviously, it didn't happen. I don't want to keep stressing myself out and wasting time playing with this character. I don't think I'm going to get him to master. The only way I would is if I played the game way more than I do. Playing it twice a week, 2 hours, sometimes even once a week, 2 hours.
We need more quantity.
You can't do it anymore.
It was never a quality issue, guys. The problem was quantity. If we just threw ourselves at the wall harder and more often.
It's not like it used to be.
We will break
to beat these people. Now they all got their online patterns and they all know how to play safe with the lag. There's nothing you can do unless you play tons. I don't. So I had my chance to get Alex to master. If I had played nonstop like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday last week, I would have done it. I didn't do that. You guys want variety. I don't want to play Street Fighter every stream. So that's it for Alex. Like, I think I'm done with him.
Okay, so then why bring up that they want variety? Why putting half of the blame on the audience when he admitted himself he doesn't want to play Street Fighter every day? So therefore he wouldn't have. So what difference does it make to him whether or not the chat wanted variety? He would do it anyway. But we have to say it because, again, half of the blame at least has to go on the chat for how shitty we are acting.
But much like what just happened with Sagat, you get frustrated to the point, I don't want to play with him anymore. It's not even fun. You know what I mean? Like, the character is fun, but when half my execution drops and then everyone's trolling, getting their clip farm from the chat, and like, is it really worth it? No, it's not. So here's the thing. I'm not quitting Street Fighter 6. I'm just not going to use Alex anymore. Too frustrating. I'm going to go try my other characters who I'm good with, and I'm going to try to learn some of the changes they made. Like, all 3 characters that are low tier that I use,
all the changes they made,
and Lily were all patched and improved. I want to use them and see how good they are, and that's what I'm going to be doing moving forward, starting on Friday for Friday Night Fights. So, the frustration,
we're playing Street Fighter again or yeah, we did last night. We played Street Fighter again after all this. I fucking hate this guy, dude. Thank you to the dude for 2 saying he purged my comment, saying he only complains on Street Fighter 6. He doesn't only complain on Street Fighter 6. Maybe it got purged. Was because it's not even true. He complains about everything all the fucking time, everywhere you go, every game he plays. So maybe you were purged for dishonesty. You were giving him too much leeway. Even he knew.
There is kind of a failure of a day of streams because the income was very low. Okay. A frustration because I didn't get Alex to master, which I wanted to do. Frustration because now I can't play Slay the Spire 2 anymore because it's not viable. No one likes it. It's like everywhere I look is frustration. So I think you know where I'm coming from. Why I'm
everywhere
upset tonight,
I look is frustration. Meanwhile, the only complaint he has is money. That's it. Well, I guess in being bad at Street Fighter.
Too slow income streams. It's everything compounded together, people really wanted to make me miserable today.
And they succeeded.
It sucks.
Congratulations.
What can you do?
Big
There's
troll
shitty people on this
W.
planet. All they want to do is make others feel bad. They think that it gives them some kind of power and jollies. And you know me, I don't go after people doing that kind of shit. I just want to stick to myself, play games, have fun. But that's what these idiots want to do. I can't stop them. So there you have it. That was today, and it sucked. But tomorrow we're going to bounce back, and we're going to have a positive day. It just sucks that today was shitty. It really does. It sucks that today was a shitty day, and there's nothing I can really do about it.
He said that today sucked like 4 times in the last 15 seconds. You guys think the day sucked enough, or do you think we should say it some more?
Okay?
I think the
So,
day sucked.
Tomorrow,
and it
what
was
are we
shitty.
doing?
Sorry.
Tomorrow we're going to have a morning show. We're going to chill. We're just going to relax. No bullshit. We're just going to relax. Then it's going to be Dragon Quest Reimagined, Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined on that first stream.
Oh,
and then it's
boy.
going to be RimWorld on the late stream.
Oh,
So here's the
boy.
deal. If you like
Wearing
my
his fuck
content,
style
if you enjoy
day.
my stream, and if you want to help me out, come by tomorrow and hang out on the stream.
Okay, let's do that. Let's go hang out with DSP on the day after stream. Let's go. He
Good
said it was going to be
stuff. Of course we're
chill and you know, hanging out. Let's see how that went.
Talk about yesterday and what went down. Not a good day, but I guess you can't win them all. You know what I mean?
Can't win them all.
In life, you're
Or
going to have
really any of them if we're talking about the matches. It looks like we lost most of them. but-
days that aren't so good. And as long as you can find a way to bounce back, right, and have a good day outside of the fact that you had a bad one, you know, don't let it dwell. Don't let it bring you down long term. That's kind of the attitude that I have. And I want today to be a better day than yesterday, right? I can't speak.
Yeah, Crestbox, I do remember how angry he was before he met Kat. Thank God he's not an angry, vitriolic person anymore. Thank God he's a changed individual who would
Virtual
never
Boy
show
defeats
hostility.
DSP.
Thank God.
I'm going to address you directly, and I'm going to address the Kick audience, okay? So last night, what happened was completely unacceptable behavior. What do I mean by that? I mean, last night, I was trying to play Street Fighter 6, okay? And I was already incredibly frustrated because the game is very difficult to play online, okay? It is. It constantly has issues with dropped inputs and the like.
No, and please notice that I don't at least see other content creators bitching and moaning about Street Fighter 6 the way the DSP does. He would claim that it's because they're the FGC, they need the game to do well because they rely on the game to make the money and push their content or whatever. But there are casual people that play Street Fighter 6 on a regular basis that do not make content or make very little content, so much so that they are not monetized, that I don't see complaining about Street Fighter 6 the way the DSP does. They have no financial incentive whatsoever, and yet they are still enjoying the game and capable of playing online and having a good time. This is very unique to DSP.
The connections are not consistent. If you haven't noticed, I can't get consistently good matches anymore. Like when I used to play this thing online, I used to get 20, 30 milliseconds all the time. Now I get like 60, 70 on average. So the game lags every time I play. I'm also trying to play with a brand new character I'm not very good with. I'm trying to learn on the fly. So it's a very stressful situation. Okay. Last night, the Kick Chat took that opportunity to basically try to take advantage of the situation. They knew that I could not moderate while I was playing this game. So they decided to completely spam the chat with absolute garbage. Okay. Over the top nonsense.
And this is all about framing. Because as far as the Kick Chat could be concerned on an individual user basis, this is DSP yelling at you for typing in chat while he's playing a game. Maybe you weren't spamming. Maybe it was a whole bunch of individuals all typing one comment at a time to actually try and engage with the stream. And there was just so large of an attendance that the Kick Chat was flying by. Now, they might have been saying negative things, but they might not have been spamming as individuals. But yet, here DSP is berating them nonetheless, because typing in the chat at too quick of a speed is now something to be berated for, of course.
Complete hate.
Heaven forbid you
Not
engage
even
with
like
the stream.
razzing and fun. Just complete and utter uncontrollable vitriol. All right. It was incredibly toxic. And I actually have a few people who behind the scenes contacted me and asked me personally why I even keep Kick Chat open after last night. Okay. I'm just being real with all of you. All right. And to be honest with you, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed because we've talked about this. Like, I'm totally okay with having Kick running and having Kick Chat open.
Okay.
as an alternative to YouTube chat. Because the way I
I'm a
look at
god.
it is this.
How can you kill a god?
Before that,
What a grand and
thank you, Chad J.
intoxicating
Thundercock,
innocence.
for the 22 months saying LMAO. I agree. But the way he's talking about Kick Chat, why people ask him why he even leaves Kick Chat open. Well, you leave it open because he streams over there. He could just close the fucking tab, I guess, if that's what he means. But if he's really that upset about it, if he's that butthurt about the spamming of Kick Chat, like I said, just minimize the tab. Just don't look at it. It's really not that hard. He already treats the Kick stream as kind of a lesser stream. He doesn't necessarily care as much about the chat over there typically as he does about the YouTube chat. So if he's feeling that angry about it, he's genuinely crashing out about how people are calling him shit at the game, just close it. Like that Tyler the Creator tweet, how is cyberbullying real? Just close the laptop. Like, actually that, DSP, close the chat and just continue to play the game regardless. But we have to make it a whole
side
thing.
Is people who usually have been with me longer. You know, I've only streamed on Kick for 1.5 years, right? We're going on 2 years now almost, but about 1.5 years, right? So the people who are on YouTube usually have been around for longer. Usually, they're there for a good, productive reason. The YouTube viewers like the games I'm playing or just like me enough that they want to hang out with me. And so that's a good place where we can have engagement. We can talk. People are usually always talking about the game and stuff in the YouTube chat.
Right. All 6 individuals that hang out on the YouTube chat are they fall within the or they walk on the eggshells that were placed on the line that DSP drew in the sand. You're right. Why wouldn't you guys want to go hang out over there? It's clearly the superior way to be. Thank you, Movie Sign, for the 5, saying he's talking to the chat like a parent. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Okay, Dad. Yeah, it is giving big, disappointed parent energy. But you're the one that's paying his bills. This is not somebody taking care of you that expects better out of you, better behavior from you because they support you. You're supposed to behave well and give them money despite their poor behavior. It's really just a fucked relationship.
And I'm kind of used to that.
Thank
to
you,
be
Movie
honest,
Sign,
the
for the 5.
moderation on YouTube is much better than Kick. It just is. On Kick, there's so many ways around things, right? That we've talked about. People, I mean, I banned people 1 year ago and they could still contribute with pop-ups and shit. It's really silly how Kick has not really fixed moderation at all, and they just kind of remained uncontrollable, right?
Uncontrollable losers.
On the YouTube side, I absolutely am able to make it a safer environment, a more calm and chill environment for the chatter. Hence, the person who likes me and my content will usually gravitate towards the YouTube side rather than the Kick side, okay? But we kind of had this agreement. We talked about it, that I'm okay with having Kick and having the Kick chat open. I understand that a lot of you guys are people who came from the Kino Casino side of things. You don't like me, but you're here to razz me and have fun and tease. I don't care about that. All right, I really don't. You can sit there and make fun. But number one, when you get personal and you start saying messed up stuff that has nothing to do with what's going on the stream, that's unacceptable. That's number one.
Okay, so we're laying down the parameters for razzing. For anybody that is interested in being a razzer, a razzaholic, posting up on razzers.com, we're setting the parameters now. So first and foremost, you can't say anything personal like you suck at this game or you're bad. That's too personal, that's out of pocket, and that's unacceptable. Okay, so once you understand that, we can move on. Thank you, NWO News, for the 5. Saying, let's all take a moment to remember just how great it was that 1 week he didn't stream and the community came together to chill. I was just thinking about that the other day when he brought it up and someone asked him, like, when was the last time he didn't play video games for an extended period? And he was talking about how he was off for 5 days last year. I honestly forgot about that. What a great time we had. It was way more chill and fun and relaxed style. It's almost like his content is not that. And thank you to Pasta Maker for 2. Saying mad teacher vibes. We went too far with the sub. True. And then he wrote all of our names down, and now we're being berated the next day personally. It's pretty fucking twisted. Thank you to the Furious Cinnabon for the 2, saying, do you like me? I don't know if this is personally you or you're imitating DSP. You? I think you're all right. The guy?
Number 2, when you spam the
Debatable.
chat so much that literally no one can talk who wants to say something normal or positive, that's also unacceptable.
Wait, what was that? If we can't say anything
Well,
positive.
that's number one. Number two, when you spam the chat so much that literally no one can talk who wants to say something normal or positive, that's also unacceptable.
Okay, so apparently you're supposed to green light your toxicity past the normal positive people to ensure that they are also able to type on their own keyboard and hit enter. Because apparently you're stopping them from doing that if you are being mean in the chat. I'm not quite sure how this is working out.
And
to be
last
honest,
night,
but
both of those things were happening.
I can only follow
like,
the
literally,
narrative.
you had people who were saying the most vile, nonsensical stuff, and then were spamming nonstop the chat. So there was no way that anyone could actually get noticed to talk to me on Kick Chat last night.
And that's a great point, Len. He doesn't pay attention to the chat when he plays Street Fighter 6 anyway. He openly says that. This is why the people show up in droves like they do and berate him in the chat and spam or whatever the fuck he's claiming that they do. That's why they do it, because he's not going to actually engage with them anyway. He can't. He's too concentrated on it. So I like this idea that the people couldn't chat and couldn't get a hold of him even if they wanted to it's just absurd. He wasn't going to regardless. Thank you, Broside Phil, for the 2, saying unacceptable. Really, Phil? You want to say that? Right, knowing damn well all of his behavior is unacceptable by basically every metric.
Okay? And it was done on purpose.
Thank you for the 2,
like I said,
of course.
It was done because they knew that I was getting tilted and I was crashing out playing Street Fighter 6 with Alex. They saw that the game was kicking my ass. And they, hey, now let's really fucking twist the knife in the wound. Let's piss him off even further. You know what I'm saying?
And this is what I was saying earlier about XJS being a sick freak. He smelt the blood in the water and decided to twist the knife in the wound or whatever. This is how we're describing telling someone that they're bad at a video game. We're describing it as literally stabbing them and twisting the knife. What? Bro, it's a fucking video game. Chill out.
It's not cool.
This is not real life. We're on the internet.
I'm trying to be honest with you guys. It's not cool. There's a difference, all right, between we're here to make fun. I get that. I can laugh at myself and my shortcomings and, oh, he's an e-beggar and he sucks at Street Fighter and rages and this and that and all that shit. I can roll with that. I can't roll with it when you try to ruin that side of my streaming business by basically acting like a bunch of wild monkeys.
I don't think you can call them that. So
okay, it's that serious.
It's that serious.
Now the question is, how do you move forward with that? Right? Do I turn off the fucking kick stream?
Yes.
Do I close the kick chat and just stream with no chat?
Yes, we should do both.
Do I have heavy moderation? Like, what do I do? I don't know. But when people literally told me we cannot enjoy your stream because of that level of behavior.
Who said that? Was he receiving emails late into the night, into the morning when he was, up drinking gin and thinking about BBC? Were they sending him emails talking about, oh, DSP, I desperately wanted to type in your chat and help you out with Street Fighter 6 last night, but man, your kick chat was just so uncontrollable. I just can't do it, man. Why wouldn't they just go to the YouTube chat then if it's so chill, positive, and fun all the time? You offer 2 experiences, and they're hanging out in the wrong one, and then you're yelling at the kick chat because they picked the wrong chat. It just doesn't make sense. The entire ordeal we have going on here, it just doesn't work that way.
It's not me saying it. It's viewers. Viewers outright contact me. People who I know and trust from over the years have contacted me.
Who's the viewer?
And said,
DSP
that was messed
Doxson.
up, man. Like, that's not right that they're doing that.
Me and DSP just hit the synchronized
so what do
sip.
you want?
You guys missed it.
Here we go. Two idiot sock accounts. Let's get rid of them.
We're
See what I
banning
mean?
now. Banned.
Immediately they start with the spam and the sock nonsense. Like, they're not going to have it.
This sock nonsense.
Okay? So
they're doing shadow puppets on the fucking wall with their socks, dude. You don't make shadow puppets with socks on. It doesn't work.
I'm certainly not happy. How could I be happy about that level of nonsense and behavior? It's just not right.
It's not right. It's a moral failing to tell DSP that he's shit at a game in kick, guys. It's actually like I said, it's a moral failing, character flaw on your behalf. You should be better than that.
It was malicious. That's the difference. Okay, I'm someone who maybe I don't like this guy, or maybe sometimes I get enjoyment out of him and I like making fun of him. Versus this is malicious. Let's try to ruin his stream for him. because we're just fucked up. Okay? That's the
But he doesn't even know that that was the goal. We're just ascribing an end goal to the people that were telling him he shit at a game in chat. That their goal was to ruin the stream, to make it so that people couldn't enjoy the stream and therefore affect his money somehow. That was the goal. It wasn't just to make him salty and to tell him the truth that he shit at the game. No, God, no.
difference between the two.
It was malicious,
levels
you
of behavior.
guys.
All right. So, to be honest, yeah, I don't know. I want to think about how I'm going to approach it. What I'm happy about now is that we have a couple of days where things are going to be more laid back. Like today with Dragon Quest, with RimWorld, tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be boring
with
as shit and no one will show
you
up.
know, oh, and also Retro Rewind, for that matter. Well, more calm streams. I'll be able to check out the chat more, interact with chat more. If it gets out of hand, I can do something about it, as opposed to trying to relying on a moderator to do it, which you can't always do because, you know, my moderators are volunteers. They're not expected to be there at all times. They're not expected to try to keep the chat in order, especially when it was that uncontrollable. Like, I'm not kidding. 90% of people on Kick Chat were spamming nonsense last night, and it just wasn't able to be controlled, even by a moderator. Like, what were you going to do? Shut down the whole that whole stream?
I mean,
even saw
if he had that big of a problem with it, yeah, that is actually the answer. I know we're, you know, throwing our hands up and saying there's nothing we could do. The moderation just isn't there on Kick. He doesn't want it this way, but you know, it's outside of his control. That's just not true. Closing the stream and closing the chat, if it's genuinely that big of a problem, is actually a solution. He's just not looking for them. He's looking to complain. He's looking for sympathy in the form of both verbal sympathy in the chat as well as monetary sympathy in his bank account.
Both moderators that were there were trying their best and couldn't, you know, what are they going to do? So, anyway, let's see what happens. All right. No. Bizarre Pronunciation says, let YouTube be the chill place, let Kick be the fun place. That's what I want. You understand? That's what I want. What you did last night wasn't fun. What you did last
wasn't
night was
fun for him.
Completely uncalled for, completely unacceptable behavior on anyone's chat. Do you get it? Like, no.
So he just doesn't understand the concept of Kick. Like, he pitched the idea that Kick would be an uncontrolled Wild West style chat where you could troll him and make fun of him and this, that, and the other because you're from the Kino Casino, yet he's still laying out the guidelines and parameters. Then it's not that at all. It's not a fun place. Once there's a rules in place, buddy, all the fun is gone. We're not chilling and having fun anymore.
No matter where someone's streaming, who they are, that level of behavior is not acceptable. Period. All right? I want the Kick chat to be fun. If literally all that was being said in the Kick chat was like, ha, he sucks at Street Fighter, I don't care.
That is what they were saying.
But it was nonsense. Like, I couldn't do shout-outs because people would try to do some kicks and they would fly off the screen because people were spamming 700 moral support messages that were all disgusting things. Okay.
What did they say, DSP? What were the disgusting things? Did they say you suck, that you're a loser and retarded? Were those the disgusting things? And also, this is a problem that I'm sure popular Kick streamers have just in general because their chat is engaged. You know, when somebody sends in 500 kicks or whatever and they only stream on Kick and the chat is flying by so fast because they have so much attendance that they have to like scroll back up and try and find it and it becomes a problem. This is not like a unique problem to DSP simply because they were trolling. This probably happens to other people as well. And they deal with it and they don't do this.
It was all personal insults and shit. It was nothing to do with reality. That's not cool.
Nothing to do with reality.
It's not.
They were talking about other dimensions, I guess.
And it's
different
funny
universes.
now, of course, they're trying to now deflect. Oh, well, what happened on YouTube? We'll talk about that. That's not even a problem. I'm serious. It's not. The problem is if I can't have people who want to be positive and have a good time, then there's no point in me streaming.
I agree. We should just turn the whole fucking thing off. Like that is one of the best ideas I think DSP's had. If we're not having a good time, we should just turn the stream off. It's true. Thank you, Medusa Jr. for the 2, saying he bragged that Kick was his good old boys club. Which I hate the term good old boys club, but yeah, he's the one that pitched Kick, like I said, as a a less restricted chat where you could be negative. And when people were being negative, they apparently were doing it too quickly for his liking. So they have to be, like, again, denigrated and derided here live. Because that's what everybody wants, right? They want to be berated by the person they're watching.
Dan, because some people seriously to this day still think, because they're so dumb, that the only thing I care about is income. It's not. It's one factor.
What? Huh? What the fuck? Bro, we stopped playing Street Fighter 6 on that clip because we weren't being paid monetarily enough for the amount of stress we were experiencing. What are you talking about? People idiotically think I'm only about money. It's because it's what you fucking said. Oh my god. I'm sorry. My bad. Thank you, NWO News, for the 5. Saying, bro's complaining about video games. Dude moved 3,000 miles away from his aging elderly parents at a time they needed him most. This is who he is. Selfish. It's true. Undeniably true. But it's okay because he calls his mom once a week, according to him. So therefore, they can die alone on the other side of the country. It's entirely fine. Don't worry about it. He's a good guy. He has a wife. Okay?
But I want my streams to be positive, fun, interactive, and a good time. If you can't do that because idiots came and acted like animals and would not
they acted like animals,
humans,
and monkeys and heathens.
You get it? Like, seriously, I don't want to make content that's completely uncontrollable just for the sake of making money. The
content is uncontrollable because the kick chat, one half of the chat, one of the 2 places you can, 3 places if you count Raw Phil, that you can watch DSP, is the chat is moving too fast. Therefore, the content is uncontrollable.
Ludicrous. That's totally the opposite of the way that I'm going. You see what I'm saying? That's as I'm getting older, all right, and I'm getting more in line with chill values and better stuff. I don't want
in line with chill values. What are chill values? I don't even know what that means.
Okay, I don't. You idiots may think that
I know what, like, you could have like good moral upstanding values, you could have degenerate values, but like, what the fuck is a chill value?
this internet behavior is like, oh, it's all the rage and shit. It's not. I've been there. When I was in my 20s, I used to act like this. My early 20s, I used to troll the Street Fighter community. And now I look back at that time, I'm like, damn, I wasted a lot of time.
Yeah, you did.
I was young and I could have been doing so many better things with my life for myself. And I squandered that time sitting on the internet trolling people on forums and shit because I was a fucking loser. That's the kind of person that acts like that, not an intelligent person who has something going for him.
DSP's trolling is sad and pathetic, not because he was trolling other people. That's actually fun and engaging and cool, if you ask me. DSP's trolling on the SRK forums was sad and pathetic because it did not only did it not really piss people off, it just made them not like him. But it also was just bad. Like, it wasn't entertaining. He didn't have interesting nor good things to say that were, like I said, just actually good comebacks, good insults, good insights, good digs. Like, he didn't have any of that. He was just obnoxious and made people hate him. So yeah, it was a huge waste of his time. He was a massive loser for doing that, but only because he was so fucking bad at it that he should be embarrassed. He should have ran away from the internet low key. But instead, usual DSP fashion, he doubled down. Thank you, Broside Phil, for the 5. Saying honesty equals a value. Honesty, wearing shades, smoking a blunt, and chilling on the beach equals chill value. Okay. I got you. So that's what DSP is looking for, is smoking a blunt and chilling on the beach style values. Okay.
With my life for myself.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
And I squandered that time
5,
sitting on the internet trolling people on forums and shit because I was a fucking loser. That's the kind of person that acts like that, not an intelligent person who has something going for him. If you had something going for you, you wouldn't be trying to ruin someone else's life because yours would be so good you wouldn't want to stop spending time in your own life. You know what I'm saying?
And this is just to the nth degree. Ruin someone's life by saying you're bad at a video game in your chat while you're actively being bad at a video game. Like, we're just conflating this to a level that is unreasonable, if you ask me. As if it takes some sort of time out of your day to say
Okay.
you suck Phil in chat any more than 3 seconds.
Do I regret my rage last night? I regret getting so angry at Street Fighter because I always do. Like, that's the one game that gets my goat because I grew up playing Street Fighter. I know what good competitive fighting games are.
So that's a no, by the way. He doesn't regret the rage. He regrets being angry at Street Fighter. Okay. To me, that sounds like it should be a yes, but then we have like a million qualifiers, which automatically makes it a no. Once you start adding qualifiers, you should have just said no.
I've been there. I used to play in them in tournaments and shit. And what current Street Fighter is not that at all. It's so frustrating trying to play these games. That here's really what kills me about Street Fighter 6. The online connectivity is not good. Doesn't matter what the FGC says, it's not, okay? On a moment's notice, the game will start dropping frames of animation, and as it slows down, everything just fucks up, and the game will give random shit that you're not doing or half inputs, okay? I couldn't tell you how many times last night I tried to do level 1 super, and it gave me uppercut plus kick, so it dropped half the inputs. It only did 1 input rather than 2.
Right.
So it looks like I'm doing one.
It's so crazy the DSP manages to have all of his inputs drop in every game, even when they're single player. Am I right, folks? He had that problem with Crimson Desert, too. I don't know if it's going to be in the clip, but he's going to complain that it's giving him moves he's not pressing as if it's Street Fighter. It's actually kind of crazy. Thank you, Medusa Jr. for the 2, saying, show me one person who's been butthurt by Phil. I guess you could count me if you count my yelling into the microphone sometimes. If we, I mean...
Thing I'm definitely not doing. That's on the game, not on me.
That person who was saying he got handheld too much and slayed the Spire. Cuckwell, who got banned again the other day, I believe. I totally forgot about that. I forgore, as the kids say. Yeah, Cuckwell got banned again. I'm sure he's seething and moaning somewhere by himself, hopefully.
Okay. And the problem with this is, in Street Fighter 6, if you miss one input, meaning you do one wrong
Shady
move and
K,
you're wide
you're right.
open,
Old Street Fighter player.
literally
He might be
game
the
is
only
designed
person
with a
DSP
crazy
ever got.
comeback mechanic that if you can punish one thing, you can do upwards of 60+% damage in one combo. And then the opponent is stuck in the corner, and this mini game begins where the opponent has to guess their way out, and it's chance if they do. So not only did the one mistake result in me now being at a massive detriment for the rest of this round, now I'm also stuck in the corner and have to do a mini game to even resume playing a fighting game.
I gotta do a mini game. You mean you have to actually guess their move? Imagine playing chess, and every time you go to make your move, you start describing it as you have to play a mini game in order to continue the game of chess because you have to guess your opponent's move. Yeah, dumbass, that's the competition. It's being aware of what they could do and guessing it correctly and putting your plan into place. That's what fighting games are. I hate to tell you.
It's terrible. All right, it's
not a fucking mini game. It is
of
the
what
game.
You want in a good competitive fighting game, based on an entire lifetime of experience playing them since I was, 12 when I
Chess
first played
doesn't
Street
have
Fighter 2 or something
randomness.
like that.
Neither does Street Fighter. They have designated moves. They have cemented frame data. There is no randomness. This is the way it was fucking made. The code is not arbitrarily deciding when things do and do not connect. When who has what moves. That's not going on. So
I can tell you wholeheartedly.
I don't know if you're
Street Fighter
memeing with
6's
me,
mechanics
but
suck. The people who made it
that's the type
don't
of shit
understand what makes
DSP would
fighting
say.
games good. They just wanted to sell copies and make flashy comeback mechanics so people would buy the game. It's sad. All right? Now, I still play it anyway.
Because
Why?
you're a fucking
Because I love
idiot.
fighting games. Okay? And I want to play fighting games, but the only way that I can actually do so is to play what's out there. I can't play the games that I want because they're not playable. Can I play Fightcade? No. Can't play Fightcade because people will get my IP address and troll me.
That doesn't mean it's not playable. That is not what not playable means. It's not viable. It's not viable for DSP to play it because he thinks he's going to get his IP sniffed out. Okay? But that doesn't mean it's unplayable. That's a different word entirely.
Can I play the classic collections? Sure, and no one plays them. Lag City, right?
Lag City,
So,
bitch.
The only way I can play fighting games is to play the modern slop, which is really what Street Fighter 6 has become. It's
I
just
have
slop.
to play modern
So it pisses
slop,
me
you
off.
guys.
No other game pisses me off like Street Fighter.
Then that's why he had to buy Street Fighter 3 different times. Was because he's being forced to play modern slop. You guys wouldn't get it because you're not content creators. But
Why? Because it's disappointing. That's why. Because ultimately, I know that fighting games could have gone in a different and better direction if the people weren't greedy who make them. But because the people are greedy, they've ruined an entire genre of games. And that disappoints me. You know what I mean? Like, it does. It makes me sad to say, wow, I guess we're never going to have good fighting games again if it keeps going in this direction. Never. So,
right.
The thing is, when I play fighting games, we get views. We sometimes get support. It depends, right? But we'll get some support. We'll get people excited.
Yeah, calling the companies greedy while he is actively bitching and moaning and complaining about 2 games not hitting the goal, pretty much is what he's complaining about. Yeah, the irony's not
Particularly
lost.
if it's a night when I'm doing well, then you're going to get that level of excitement. You know what I'm saying? Last night was the opposite. It was stressful. The game was not performing well. If you saw, just take a look at the connections that I was getting. And like I said, on average, it would say 4 bars, and I'd play it would be 70 milliseconds. That's not 4 or 5 bars. That's just not even close. 70 milliseconds is laggy as shit for a fighting game, and it will drop tons of inputs and have problems.
Please, fighting game players, let me know. Is 70 milliseconds too much? Because I've been in situations where my internet was terrible, and I remember playing games on 100 to 200 pings sometimes. Now, I know fighting games are a little more strict. They're a one-on-one competitive style, so you probably do need pretty good ping. But I don't know that 70 is an impossible task. I'm pretty sure that general online capabilities are possible with 70 ping.
And it kept giving me those matches, right? So do
It's
I regret
playable. It's fine.
getting
70 is
angry?
ideal.
What
Okay.
I regret is
I'm
that
convinced.
it becomes a cascade that just gets worse. Meaning, once you get 1 or 2 bad matches and you lose a match because it literally did not what you input twice or 3 times, and now you just can't come back from it. It
Mr.
just
Merchant
becomes,
confirming
a
it was worse than
never-ending,
Street Fighter
like,
4.
tidal wave, right? You know what I'm saying? It just gets bigger and bigger. The rage builds and everything. And now it's like,
But why? This is not how adults should be managing themselves when playing video games, that the rage is actively building and you're lashing out. So much so that you think people were reporting you and getting your stream demonetized. It's just so short-sighted and stupid. It actually makes no sense whatsoever to behave that way, knowing damn well the scrutiny that he's under. But yet we do it anyway.
well, I'm not going to play well now. Obviously, now I'm just going
And
to...
now we can't even fucking play well because we're too angry. This is like fucking a triple whammy of why he just needs to chill out and he's incapable of doing it. Yeah, an actual baby man.
keep playing worse. But what am I going to do? Cancel the stream? Obviously not. But hundreds of people on said stream. I got to keep going. I got to keep playing. But it's not enjoyable anymore. You know, there was a couple matches last night that were great. There were a few that I actually really enjoyed because it played well. But that does not make up for the fact that like half the time the game is not good. It's dog shit online, you know? And that's the future of fighting games because you have an entire community in the FGC who want to gaslight.
Right,
They
of
want
course.
to gaslight everyone into thinking that
Everybody's
that is good
lying but
gameplay, that is
DSP.
acceptable, that the connections are good, the gameplay engine is good. They're gaslighting everyone because they're so afraid that if people were honest about the game and about the online connectivity and how bad it is, that then no one would play Street Fighter 6. And then, oh no, now Street Fighter's dead. Now what do? Our hobby is dead, right? Or even our community, our competitive community is dead.
This is what I was saying earlier, of course. It's almost like this guy repeats himself all the time or something. Real cyclical style. Thank you, Medusa Junior for the 2, saying you can use Keycaster with a 2 PC setup to show inputs. No, DSP can't show inputs because the game lies and therefore the software would lie. And also, you're not allowed to know his inputs. Come on, guys. You'll find out he's actually dog shit at the game.
Well, things don't get better
Thank
if
you,
you
Medusa, for the
sugarcoat and you
2. I
gaslight.
appreciate it.
Things only get better when you're honest and you demand better. Hence why with Street Fighter V, the game was out for 7+ years, and more than half of that, the game was terrible. It took for the last couple of years for it to finally improve to the point where it was like a good game. That's sad that you wasted 5 years of your community time because you wanted to kiss butt.
But I don't remember. This is the first time I've heard DSP say that Street Fighter V ever got good, by the way. I'm pretty sure he's never really acknowledged that Street Fighter V ever seen any real improvement to the point of being playable or enjoyable in accordance to him. I'm almost wondering if he's pulling this out of his ass just to complain about SF6.
And Street Fighter 6 is not going to get better. It's not. Not with the way that community acts. it's just going to continue to be bad. Okay.
Like I hear
So-
SF5 wasn't very good.
It is
by
what it
more
is.
people
So
than
do I regret
DSP.
that with the
but
rage? What I regret is that it didn't.
I think it's weird to, in hindsight, say that it's better simply because you're angry at the current iteration when he talked so much shit about it in the past and he never giving it its dues before.
result in an enjoyable time for viewership who wanted to see me play the game well, because I couldn't play the game well. When you get that angry, you just can't. You're going to make tons of mistakes. You're going to play incredibly poorly. You're going to drop combos. You're going to drop moves. You're not going to be able to react. And then even when you do, the game still won't give you the input anyway, so it doesn't matter. You know, it just compounds the fact. It's compounded by the fact that the behavior of the people who were in Kick Chat, who are absolutely unacceptably acting like jerks. Okay.
And he's saying all of this is fact. You're going to drop your moves. You're not going to be able to play well. You're not going to hit your reversals or whatever. He's putting this all on you as though this is a universal. If you're playing poorly and you're getting frustrated, you're not going to play well. And that's not a universal for everybody. Some people are capable of being upset about how they're playing and then improving it. They're capable of having people tell them that they're dog shit in chat and still playing better and rising to the occasion. Other people do that all of the time, just not DSP, because his ego is so easily hurt by randoms on the internet.
Just they knew what they were doing. They saw that I was tilted. They saw that I was crashing out. And they took the knife and they just twisted it in the wound like this. All right.
This is you guys, by the way.
To damage.
Stabbing him.
You know, I couldn't have positivity at all from the Kick side of stuff. It was sad.
The Kick Chat is actively assaulting DSP gaming.
Excuse me.
Sorry, space gaming. My bad.
So anyway, and on the YouTube side of stuff, of course, but what they did is they abused YouTube's algorithm because it's not what I thought. Remember I told you guys I thought that they flagged it for bad language? They didn't. They flagged it for nudity. I'm serious. Trolls mass flagged the stream on the YouTube side saying sexual content.
Oh, it was the
And
trolls.
YouTube's
It wasn't an automated anything. Of course, it was the trolls that were reporting it. Obviously. Come on, guys.
algorithm is so dumb. Its AI is so dumb.
Have
It
to be the
flagged
victim
stream
here.
for sexual content because of Zengi.
So the
can't make-
trolls got it flagged for sexual content being Zangief. So that it was actually the trolls that were responsible for making the AI mistake a half-naked Zangief for a full naked one. Okay. I didn't know they had that kind of power. Yeah, the AI trolls. A new style, new breed.
This up. I wish I was making this up. YouTube runs on AI like everything else now. Okay, it does. And it actually flagged the stream for nudity for when I was fighting a Zengi. Now, could I have gotten that reversed? Sure. I could have just restarted the stream and it would have been monetizable again. Or I could have appealed that decision and some human would have looked at it and would have removed it. This can happen. Okay?
Okay.
But no, it wasn't nudity for the women. I swear to God, it was the Zengi. The one Zengi I fought because he was in the classic outfit and he basically just wearing underwear. They flagged the stream for nudity, and the AI is so dumb, it thought that Zangief was naked. And
come on, guys. You thought it would be nudity of women on the DSP stream? No, it was big, oily, sweaty men that were naked on the DSP stream. What fucking stream do you think you're on? You were sorely mistaken. You thought there was going to be women here? Ugh. Thank you, now Ronan, for the 2. Saying this was disproven. It was for the hateful slurs. Is there evidence of that? Was it truly the slurs?
And it demonetized the stream. I wish I could make this up. I'm not making it up.
ALT
okay?
showed the print screen. Darziak probably sent it to him. Oh, shit. I didn't see that. Big if true. I know Darziak was on games this week. I don't have a clip of it, but yeah, I heard Darziak was in ALT's chat as DSP Space Gaming. He, I believe, also was the one that cut the stream in the middle of the week. DSP was having an issue with that, which I heard live, and I was curious on. Apparently, it was that dragon fucker. So I guess big ups for that. It's been a while since we had a betrayal style arc. Thank you, Michael AE, for the 5, saying you got it wrong, dude. Chill vibes means $30 an hour with a night shift premium because he wants to see Kat before she goes to stable. Wow, my bad. I didn't know that it was so dire. And the night shift premium, fuck you. Goddamn business do you think we're running around here? Night shift premium for video games?
So anyway, yeah. So yeah, last night sucked.
Thank you for the 5, Michael.
Overall,
Appreciate
yesterday
it.
sucked. Here's why. I love Slay the Spire 2. I think it's a completely unique game, and I've never played a game like that before. I've played it for around 15, 16 hours now, and I love it. I love every minute I play it.
I love every
I cannot
minute
get an
of
audience
it.
for it. All right, I've tried everything. I tried to champion it. I tried to tell people how good it was. I talked about it in other videos and other streams. I said, hey, it's good, it's good. I can't get people to come by. We couldn't even hold 200 viewers on YouTube. Okay? We cannot get people to engage with it. Like, there's like 4 or 5 people who talk when I play it. And if they talk about the game, people are like, oh, well, you're holding Phil's hand. Well, what are they supposed to fucking do? Sit here and talk about, golf?
Golf?
You want them to talk about, I don't know, what's going on in Greece or something? Like, it's
Shout
a
out
game stream.
Greece.
They're going to talk about the
Not
game.
the movie, but
they're
the
going to try to help
plays.
me with the game.
But they don't have to help with the game. They can talk about the mechanics of the game. They can talk about their experiences with the game, the things that they enjoy, the things that they don't like that you're doing, or that they like that you're doing them. They don't have to tell you what card to play. It really is that simple. When somebody is I'm going to use Call of Duty as an example again. Fuck you. If somebody is playing Call of Duty and they're trying out a bunch of different weapons, the chat can talk about all of the mechanics of Call of Duty, but they shouldn't be telling you which weapon is the meta and that is the best one to play and that's how you should play the game, and then you do. That's the difference. But DSP can't get that through his thick fucking pig skull.
Like, that's the point. You know what I'm saying?
He just doesn't understand. Nobody wants to see backseating in a genuine sense.
Okay? So I've tried multiple streams. I cannot consistently get people to show up for Slay the Spire 2, and it sucks because I love it. I want to play it more right now. I'm craving it. I love the game, and I can't. I can't get people
Notice
to
he
show
said,
up.
I'm craving the game again. Once again, another shining example. DSP can't ever just want something. He can't ever just, want to get back to it. He can't enjoy the game. It's always a craving. It's always this addict talk. His vernacular is entirely addicted.
It's done. Like, I just can't play it anymore. What I would like to do is when the game updates,
I'm
and
craving
has more
it. I'm
content, which it
jonesing
will,
for another
it's gonna
Slay the
apparently have
Spire
7
run,
more
you
characters
guys.
over the course of early access.
It's all I can think about.
I'd like to go back to it from time to time. Okay. And what I'd like to do is check out the new content, right? But there's not much I can do. I have to have people consistently showing up and supporting it, and they're not. Okay. So that
Demifiend asking if I see the Pokemon Rage Quit. No, I did not. I did not watch any of the Pokemon anything. I'm not interested.
already upset.
I guess I'll have to check out the Rage Quit
Already, I
afterwards.
was like, excuse me. Already, I was like, man, that's
Let's go
very
find it.
upsetting. It's a game I really like, and this is the textbook example. Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is a textbook example. All right, 100% of a situation where people say things like, you should just play whatever you want, and I
Uh-huh.
can't. I really wish that I could. I wish that I could just play whatever I want at all times.
You know who can do that? People that are entertaining. I know all of you knew that already, and that we say that kind of a lot as detractors, but it's just the truth. People who are entertaining can play whatever they want. They have the charisma and the talent to keep people engaged, regardless of what's going on screen. That's how you can tell they have talent, by the way. Thank you, Michael, for the 2. Saying, I can't play it because we can't get an audience. That is how it works, of course. Some of the responsibility of not garnering an audience is on the audience, of course. It's also their job to be entertaining, I guess.
And I can't.
Thank you for the 2.
It's not possible for me to just play whatever I want. I have to play what people will show up and engage and support. You understand?
ALT can play Death Stranding and get viewers. It's kind of wild. But that old man's
you're
good.
Not doing this for a hobby, but you're doing this as a job. All right. That's life. Fair enough? Okay.
All right.
So
Sounds
that's
good.
one thing that really upset me yesterday. And then on top of that, playing Street Fighter 6, knowing this is like the make or break stream to try to get Alex to master. And you might say, well, why is it a make or break stream? Because now what's happened is Alex has been out for a week in Street Fighter 6. Everyone knows the character in and out because that community literally just fucking sits there tryharding all day.
It's
Why?
the community's
I have no
fault.
idea.
The whole community is tryharding. There's nobody other than DSP who's not tryharding all day at Street Fighter 6. It's just the way that it is, you guys. He knows. Again, just a universal claim here. Everybody that plays Street Fighter 6 is trying harder than DSP.
They certainly don't treat it like a hobby. They treat it like it's a full-time job, even though the vast majority of them will never play at a tournament level. They'll never go and win tournaments, be signed by a team, or make a dollar playing it, but they all think they will. There's just weird try-hard mentality online now. It's not about fun. It's about immediately absorbing all tech at a moment's notice and regurgitating it, copy-pasting it onto the internet. Well, that's not fun. Because one of the most fun things about fighting games, in my opinion, is that I call it the era of discovery. When a new fighting game comes out, when a DLC releases or a new character is out, a patch is out, what happens is we get a situation where you have to explore. You have to experiment. You have to try new things.
Right. People don't know things when the game first comes out. This is not an interesting concept whatsoever. This is not going to surprise anybody. I don't know why he's pig-splaining the fact that when something new is invented, people don't know about it until they do. It seems pretty straightforward if you're a human being, but as he's not, maybe that's why he's got to explain.
Whenever a new fighting game came out in arcades, that was cool. For like 2-3 months, you knew every time you played that game was going to be a refreshing, interesting experience, because now it's all new characters, the balance, the new combo systems, the new mechanics. It's going to be a while before people figure it all out. Today with modern fighting games, because everything is online and everyone is so desperate to be the first person to expose the tech, to make the video that gets viral views, to get the stream that blows up, to be the first to use something in tournament, within a couple days, everything's already known. The era of discovery is like a couple hours. And the next thing you know...
And he is like... he's attributing people being better at the game than him to this like this insatiable lust for being the first person to make the content, to make the dollar or whatever, instead of just giving them the benefit of the doubt and just assuming that they want to be good at the game. They want to be competitive, to be the best, to play at their top level if possible, because that's what competition is about. For DSP, it always has to be about the money for everyone else other than him, even when you could very clearly argue the exact opposite.
Everyone knows everything. And
massive projection.
Why? Because it's too easy to execute. Like, every combo in this game is simple. It's so easy to do. It didn't used to be like that. It used to be hours and hours of practice and muscle memory and things to execute the good stuff. Now it's like, okay, everyone, here's what you do. Jumping attack, low attack, drive rush, low attack, special move, cancel into super, 60% damage. But anyone could do that combo, yeah.
But he can't do that combo. That, again, this is the bit that kills me the most about his Street Fighter 6 bitching. He's not capable of doing this while berating everybody else for their ability to do so. It just doesn't make any goddamn sense. It's so asinine and backwards. Yet he's on top of the highest horse he could find, the fattest, tallest, widest horse possible, to scream at you for enjoying the game how you enjoy the game. Fuck you.
60% damage. And now the round's over because they're stuck in the corner. Wow.
Heaven forbid fun. You win. Am I right,
guys? It used to take a while to figure out that tech. Now it's like it's known right away. So the only way I was going to get Alex to master was to do it at an accelerated rate. I tried to do it day one. It didn't work out. I actually made some big headway when I played him for like 90 minutes on Thursday's stream after Crimson Desert. And I was like, this is it. This is the big stream to do it. And then the game doesn't agree. It just will not give me good connection.
The game doesn't agree.
It's just sad.
I think if the game isn't agreeing with how you're playing it, one of you has to change, and it's not going to be the game. So figure that one out.
Man, one missed input, and the whole round is over every time. It's like, dude, you get tired of it. You don't want to play it anymore. So on top of me not being able to play Slay the Spire anymore because it's not working, I can't get an audience for it. Now the one chance to get this dude to master that I had is gone. All right? And you might say, well, can't you get him to master? Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to keep grinding with this character. I have other characters.
No, he said that he couldn't. You guys heard in that clip, he said if he had the only opportunity that he had in order to get Alex to master rank in Street Fighter was week 1 or day 1 or whatever, because everybody is very clearly outpacing and outmatching him now. So I'm not going to let him sit here and lie and be like, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to play Alex anymore and get him into master. No, you can't. It's not a matter of want. You physically cannot do it because you're not good enough. But fucking play and pretend out here.
That I like more. that I want to go back to. I want to play with Honda and see the new combo ability with his hands and see if he's much better. I want to try Lily and the new spacing with her Condor Spire, double dives, and her standing fierce apparently is good now, which it is shorter range. But
If the stream chops up, it's not my
like
fault.
a big counter hit, and it can lead to big combos and moves.
Fuck.
It's just so much better than it used to be. So these are things I want to practice. I want to mess with. I don't want to keep messing around with Alex. Alex is all right. I don't
Alex.
dislike the character.
I don't know why
but
you said
the
Alex
problem is
like a
everyone's playing him now,
slur.
so now everyone's got his number. Everyone knows this character in and out within a week. It's last night playing was so different than day one. Day one, no one knew what was going on. Now it's a week. Oh, everyone knows everything.
Thank you so much to Robert Williams. I was tabbed out and I was working on something. For every character, he has no neutral control and 1, maybe 2 unoptimized combos. That's what happens with no lab time, no frame data, and no practice. Well, yeah, and then that's why I'm not surprised that he's shit at the game. I'm always just so surprised that he continues to be shit at the game with so many resources at his behest and refuses to look at them ever while blaming everybody else for it. It's illogical, and it's really annoying and grating on the ears, of course. Thank you, Robert Williams, for the 25 months, over 2 goddamn years. Big ups.
About this character, can't even use a move. It's stuffed every time. Like, oh my god.
Alex is a
seriously.
slur. He's a stupid fucking... Never mind. Everyone types
Yeah,
Alex
frustrating
is a
day
stupid
yesterday. But that's what I mean. Like, I want to
chat,
bounce back. Okay, I do. I want to bounce back, and I want to have a good chill
we're
day
bouncing
today. And
back.
already
We're
we're
throwing
on
that
track.
shit
If
back,
you haven't
folks.
noticed, people are actually behaving today, which is good. I want to say thank you to everyone who's on both sides of the stream here, who are actually being nice and rational and calm and acting normal. I appreciate that. Because, yeah, last night really tilted me, really pissed me off. And
Pissed me
I
off.
appreciate that
I
very,
was
very much.
acting like a baby,
Okay.
man.
Thank you for not being jerks this morning as I talk this out and we calmly discuss it instead of me crashing out again. Okay.
He thinks it's funny. Like, he thinks it's cute that he was yelling and screaming at his audience and that he has to face the music the following day and give this half-assed apology. When everybody else sees it for what it is, it's embarrassing. It's pathetic. It's sad. No grown man should be behaving like this. But he's giggling and tee-heeing. Well, I'm just a streamer, you guys. Fucking pathetic.
Okay. No, see, I've already said that a million times. I don't play Street Fighter 6 enough anymore to be good at it. How was I really good at Street Fighter 6 when it first came out? Because I played it all the time. It was a hot new release, and everyone wanted to see this game tons a week, right?
And it was
I was
awful.
playing it 3, 4, 5 streams a week. So I was messing with different characters. I had the tech down. Now I barely play it. 2 hours a week sometimes, 4 hours at most, is not enough to hang in a competitive game in any realm. It doesn't matter if it's an FPS, if it's an MMO.
And this is where he's just flat out wrong. Like, maybe this is the case in a competitive fighting game because it's one-on-one, but I've taken many a break from playing any sort of competitive FPSs, and when you come back, sure, you gotta shake the ring rust off a little bit, but you can lock in within the session and get some points, get your rank up, actually compete and place on the leaderboard worth of shit. It's actually user error if you can't. If you can't knock the ring rust off in a couple of matches at most, you were never good to begin with. I'm sorry. It doesn't just disappear.
Strategy style game like League of Legends, whatever you're playing, fighting game, it doesn't matter. 2 to 4 hours a week is not enough. Okay. I would have to be playing this game a lot more. And I can't. I'm playing variety, right? I'm doing a variety of stuff. And when I balance that stuff, I don't have enough time to invest in Street Fighter. If I played Street Fighter more right now, it wouldn't do so well. Just being honest, okay? So anyway, yeah, that's part of the factor here. Sure, if I try-harded Alex all week, he would have been master second day I played him. Seriously, I would have had him master Wednesday of last week, for sure, 100%. But I would have had to play him
we could have if we
nonstop
were
for like
better.
2 days, and I would have done it.
We didn't.
That's not me. I'm a variety creator now. Not everyone cares about fighting games all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Then why are we sitting here coping about it? Is the biggest question at the end of the day then. If not everybody cares about Street Fighter, but it's not that big a deal. We don't play it that often. We only play it casually. Why do we get so angry? Why do we have to do multiple cope sessions explaining our behavior and half-ass apologizing for it? What a waste of time. Thank you, NWO News, for the 2. Saying, strange how that 6K from Asmongold didn't help. Is it that strange? think that's fairly normal for DSP. I know what you were saying, but yeah, it's not that strange. He blew it all on what? Probably more mobile games. Taking Cat out to dinner 2, Electric Boogaloo, as opposed to dinner 1, which they had a couple hours before, of course. I did download just now the Crash Out over Crimson Desert and Buckwell. You're going to see the Buckwell ban, hopefully. And then we'll watch the Crimson Desert footage and we'll be done. So we're getting off of Street Fighter. I'm done talking about Street Fighter. No more. I don't want to see that shit in my chat anymore either. You got your fill here. Not Phil.
Now,
you know
the
what I'm
other
saying.
elephant in the room that we'll address before we start hanging out here, okay, is
Cat.
that Crimson Desert has gotten an update, okay? Crimson Desert got a patch this morning that apparently, well, not this morning, it was overnight actually, that apparently has improved the game. The game devs of Crimson Desert directly listened to the criticisms of players online and acknowledged that the controls and combat was not good, and that the bosses were too difficult, and that the game
Too difficult for who? That's really the question. You can't. The controls are undeniably kind of ass for the game. You do get used to them eventually. If you have difficulty learning controls, like the guy does, I'd highly recommend not picking up the game whatsoever. But if you frequently play games that have kind of bunk controls, I think you'll do just fine. You'll learn it pretty quickly.
game itself was not balanced, and so they patched it, and people are now saying that the game is much better, that the combat
Do I
is
have
more
the bookworm
satisfying,
quitting? I
that
don't
the
believe
bosses
so.
are more fair, and overall the game is a better experience. Okay? So it's literally a direct result of the criticisms I gave it. I'm not saying me specifically, but what I criticized is literally what they improved. Okay? So for morons who out there who said, oh, get good, you're just a scrub, fuck you. The game devs literally listened to the criticisms and improved the game based on the fact that the game's combat sucks.
But this is exactly the behavior that he was complaining about in Elden Ring. Do you guys remember when I want to say it was in regards to Radon. He did not get to Radon before it got patched and made easier. And then he was talking about, oh, it's bullshit that they do that because then you don't get the true experience and this, that, and the other. But now that it's Crimson Desert and it's specifically a complaint that he had, all of a sudden it's a good thing that the companies are doing this, you guys. It's good that they're making the game easier for people like me who are being filtered. Now, I personally disagree. Less so that the decisions that they made were good or bad, but more so about changing the game because fucking losers like DSP can't hang. That's kind of what I'm taking umbrage with. I'm gonna switch over to this other version of this.
Now, the other elephant in the room, but I might, like, let's put it Street Fighter to play and improve the game based on
No more
the
background
fact
music.
that the
I had to
game's
get rid of it.
combat sucks.
Sorry.
Okay, they actually
I
addressed
was sick of it
and acknowledged it. So, that being said, people are
I don't think they
asking,
patched the
would I-
combat. They changed some of the values on like the boss health or like how much health you get back on the items when you consume them. The combat is the same, and I'm gonna spoil it for you. Now. He's still not a big fan of the combat when he played it yesterday on the day stream, but because it's made easier, he's able to get through
I
it.
go back to it to try it. It's a maybe. Like right now, we've already got stuff that we lined up to play this week. We've already got Pokemon Fire Red that I'm excited to try and start today and get a playthrough going. We're still continuing with Slay the Spire 2. We're still continuing with Dragon Quest. We've got Street Fighter on deck for me to hit Master with Alex and try my other characters who apparently have been dramatically improved, which would be pretty cool.
More Street Fighter talk. No,
and
I
more,
lied.
you know, we got a lot
I
coming
didn't
up
mean
this week.
to.
So I'm not desperate to jump back into it, but I might. Like, let's put it this way. If something this week doesn't work, let's say, for example, for whatever reason, this playthrough fails, or, I don't know, Slay the Spire 2 sputters out and people don't want it anymore, then we can maybe go back to Crimson Desert and give it another shot. And I'm not
That's exactly what happened. By the way, this is a in the past style segment before he had the Slay the Spire 2 crash out on Tuesday.
not committing to saying that I'm going to play the game at length, but I guess we'll see. Layla in chat just says, well, the longer you wait, the better it's going to be because they're going to keep patching it. You're right. I get the feeling that this game dev invested so much time and money in the game, they really want it to be a hit, and therefore they're going to keep updating it based on feedback. And that's a good thing. I'm not criticizing it at all. That's a good thing. My only question is this. Why?
But is the feedback valid though? This is the exact type of thing that a company would do that DSP would be complaining about if it went against his wishes specifically. If he as an individual didn't agree with the changes that were being made, he would like I said, be complaining about how it's not the true authentic experience. They're making the game too casualized for people that shouldn't be playing the game anyway. That would be him had this not been his exact complaints, or so he thinks. Sweet Papa Stovepipes asking, what's the selling point of Crimson Desert as a single-player gremlin who never heard or played the studio's MMO? It's got a lot of features. Like, there's a lot of mechanics at play, and if you are interested in a lot of mechanics at the same time, it's an enjoyable experience. The combat is pretty fun. If you actually do variety, DSP is and was just holding the auto combo, but you can like suplex dudes and do shield charges and do like spinning back dashes, and it's really enjoyable and adds variety and a little bit of flair to the combat, and it feels really good to do. The auto comboing that DSP does is lame as shit. Actually, the worst way to play.
Why didn't they have the gameplay like that to begin with? Like, it's not hard to figure out what works in modern gaming anymore. Like, it's not. You can see what games are hits, what games aren't. You can get feedback from gamers. Gamers are very willing to give you feedback on things, right?
Yeah,
Why
the huge
did they
world
release
is the hook.
game
The exploration and going to all of the places and flying around with your abilities and launching off of trees and setting up camps and all of that. That's all of those mechanics all together the whole time you do it.
playing like that?
Just don't go for a
So
story.
now they have to do series of patches and updates to try to make the game play like something people want to play. You could have done that first. I'm at a loss. Is this really modern game development? Release the game and then update it to be good after it's out? I just don't understand that. It used to be, hey, we have talent, so we make the game good first. We release it, you like it, you buy it and play it. We get acclaim, word of mouth, more sales, and then we're successful. Now, we release a game, it sucks at launch, people complain, we adapt, and on the fifth adaptation...
But he's saying sucks at launch, but there was plenty of people that played the game on launch day that were willing to put up with the controls. The game runs fine. They were enjoying the mechanics. They didn't mind the lackluster story or voice acting. So it's not, again, it's not a universal, this game sucks because DSP didn't enjoy his time in it. When there was millions of people, literally, that bought the game and played it and were having a good time. And you could see it in the reviews, on the content that was being made about the game, in the comment sections. Like, it was all over the place. There were people enjoying the game.
It's finally good, and now
but
people
because
buy
DSP didn't like it, of course, it's the truth.
I'm really confused. But, I mean, I don't make games either. I just play them, right?
Right. You don't have any talent to actually make a product. You just consume the products.
Anyway,
of course.
So, will I play Crimson Desert again? It's a maybe. If you guys want me to give it another shot, and if, of course, time permits, but if we're busy this week and we're having a good time, then we don't have to. Like, I'm in no rush to go back to it. If we're going to have a good time with the games we're already playing, it's all good. We could always go back to it whenever we want. Okay, fair enough?
Sounds
that
good.
Makes sense. Cool. I got a $1 tip. Someone says, many open world games get hated on for being mindless games filled with pointless tasks. Why does Crimson Desert get a pass? Why'd you get singled out for having legitimate claims? The game is literally hold R2 combat, same as the MMO it was built on top of. Because I'm Dark Side Phil. It's like I said, it doesn't matter what points I have. It doesn't matter.
And this is why he's so smug and hateable, by the way, is in part, not only because of his own ego that he naturally has, but because idiots like this exist in his chat, whether LARPing or not. And they just make him double down. They boost his ego. They make him think that he's always correct. Because once in a while, somebody will come through and go, yeah, DSP, you're totally right. I can't believe everybody hates you. Am I right?
Matter if I'm right, people just want to meme that I'm wrong. Even as stupid as it makes them look, because every fucking moron who memed and laughed at the video of me basically saying I don't like the combat is an actual moron. Like, they don't understand. It's less representative of them ganging up on me. It's more them showing that they're a completely idiotic class of society. They serve no purpose. They're just actually dumb.
So if you made fun of DSP saying he didn't like something, it makes you a secondary class. It makes you some sort of idiotic, mouth-drooling moron because you said that he was dumb for not liking something. Could you fucking imagine thinking so highly of your own opinion like this? It's fucking insane, dude. And again, while millions of people bought the game day one, right? It had 3 million copies sold by the end of its first day. And that many people enjoyed or bought the game, and a bunch of them enjoyed it, a large majority in accordance to the reviews. But because DSP said one thing, that is the truth, and if you don't believe him, you're an idiot. Thank you, Garbage Can, for the 2, saying, and that's the bottom line, because DSP said so. Ain't that the truth?
The game's combat is bad.
Life is so easy when you can just believe everything DSP says 100%.
My criticism was valid. It doesn't matter what a group of idiots on the internet say because they gang together with their mental deficiencies and hold each other's hands and sing kumbaya, we equally hate DSP. They're still dumb, and I'm still right. So thanks for the $1. All right, so Greg, thanks for $2. He's saying the Asians can't.
That's what's important to him, too, and you can tell that because of the way he ended it. They're still dumb, and I'm still right. He's never wrong. He could never be wrong. It's literally impossible. Their IQ's too low for him to be wrong.
Can't make games. I disagree. I think that there's tons of Asian game developers that do an absolutely great job making video games.
Yeah, dude, come on. We just played Resident Evil.
I just think the problem with Crimson Desert is this is a dev team that really their one success is an MMO. So what do they know how to do? Make MMOs. So they're going to make a single player game and they're starting with the framework of their MMO and then they're going to scale it down to be single player. That's fine. But then you have to actually research what makes single player games work. And it's not holding a button down and aiming a direction and mauling everything in that direction and then just going and grinding to level up your health, damage, and stun and then go and overwhelming a boss. That's not good gameplay. It's boring.
So again, he's the one that's deciding to play it the lamest way possible by holding one button, which, by the way, does not work forever. I know he was talking about the cannon fodder style normal enemies in the first area are kind of a pushover, and you can just auto-attack them, and it'll be fine. You'll win. But that is very short-lived. The second you get out of the starting area, the more you actually have to engage and be wary. But he's like, oh, well, I don't want to just fight a boss, not be able to beat him, and then go level up my stats and get better gear to beat him. What the fuck do you think video games are? They're not all skill. I don't think any RPG has ever really just been pure skill, unless you're one of those sick freaks that plays Dark Souls no-hit level 1. Other than that, you are always playing, if you're playing an RPG, you are always increasing your stats and getting better gear to inevitably beat a boss that you wouldn't have beaten otherwise. This guy's so fucking retarded. He just does not understand video games whatsoever. If he's having a bad time, he just has to justify in his own mind why it's the game's problem and not his.
It's actually quite undercooked is what it should be called. I mean, we just played Resident Evil 9, made by Capcom. That's a Japanese game developer, and that game was outstanding. So there you go.
Yes, Dark Souls No Hit is the only true game. You are correct, absolutely. And in the sick, twisted world that is Phil's mind, that is the truth.
Turn off the stream ads? No, but you can become a YouTube Premium subscriber, and that removes all ads from YouTube. That's what I do. I'm a YouTube Premium subscriber. I haven't seen an ad on YouTube in about 3 years.
Chilling YouTube Premium, disgusting, gross.
Right when I was starting
Please get ad block. So use Brave Browser. Yeah. YouTube revanced. Whatever you got to do.
Persona 4 remake when it releases? I don't know. I love Persona 4. All right, Persona 4 is an amazing game. The thing about it though is that one of the biggest hooks of the game is the story. Right? If you already know the twist, you've kind of taken some of the interesting part of the game away because you already know the twist of the story. The gameplay elements are sound. It's a fun game. And it to be remade with modern graphics and modern elements.
Well,
like
modern graphics, you guys. His favorite buzzword and feature, modern. I swear to God, you could put modern on the front of anything and DSP is going to purchase it. He's the biggest modern mark on the planet. And thank you, Pat Noticer. Continue noticing, please, for the 5. Saying the team may have only made an MMO before this, but I'm sure many of the developers have made other kinds of games on other teams before Crimson. Now, I'm not sure about that. What I can say is, again, as somebody that is playing the game, I should check my playtime. Hang on 1 second. Let me check my playtime. I have 27 hours in the game. It's fun. It's fine. The exploration is enjoyable. I haven't experienced the whole world or whatever, but I've had 27 fun hours of introduction to mechanics and seeing how they all work together and increasing, this one stat while increasing these resources and leveling up that gear. Like doing all of these things back to back in the open world and solving the puzzles. I honestly think it's an enjoyable time, regardless of whether or not these devs have made any other games other than an MMO.
Or playable for like an audience. I would, let me put it this way. I personally would love to play it. But there's two things to consider. Number one, it's a lengthy turn-based JRPG, and it's very hard for me to get people to pay attention to RPGs on this channel. Case in point, right now I'm playing Dragon Quest VII and Slay the Spire 2, and both of them are struggling to retain an audience because they're turn-based RPGs. Today we're starting
Slay the Spire
Pokemon,
an RPG?
which, by the way,
what fucking role? I guess you're playing as a character. There's your role you're playing. Never mind.
It's a turn-based RPG. The difference
Genres
is
are a
Pokemon.
shitty design.
It has
I
that
don't know.
hype and that IP behind it. And
Everything's a role-playing
game. When I
game.
play Pokemon, who show up.
You're
for these
always
playthroughs.
playing the role of a gamer, you see.
I would likely love to play Persona 4, but the question is, will an audience show up, engage, and support it? That's question number one. And then there's another elephant in the room here. Is Atlas going to get copyright crazy? Because if you're not aware, Atlas infamously is a company that gets copyright crazy. They will start striking channels for playing their games for no reason. Like when Persona 5 came out, Atlas came out with a list of criteria saying, as long as you abide by these criteria, you can do a playthrough of Persona 5. I abided by all the criteria, and they hit me with copyright strikes.
Belted again.
And when I contacted them...
and it's crazy. We're like a decade past this at this point, and he's still crying and bitching about it. 10 years later, we're still giving the exact details about how Atlas fucked us over. Jesus Christ. I hope that I could live up to the name that is Atlas on fucking people over, so much so that they talk about it 10 years later. That genuinely is what I'm striving for at this point. Thank you, 18 quintillion planets, for the 11 months. Saying big ups, y'all. I'm about to watch from the start of the stream. Good luck. Hope everyone had a good week. Well, thank you for the 11 months. Hopefully you can catch up before the end. I'm doubting it.
They couldn't even answer why it happened. They were apologized and ended up removing them. But it was absolutely ridiculous that they hit me with strikes when I did nothing wrong. I was within the criteria they had laid out to play the game. Okay? So I know how silly this sounds. Okay? There's a chance that Atlas, when Persona 4 Remake comes out, could hit people with copyright strikes for a game that's been out for how long? Since the PS2 era. The story has been known for that long. They might be like, oh, no spoilers. What do you mean no spoilers? The game came out like 15, 20 years ago. No spoilers allowed. That's how they are. You know, so we'll have to see what happens when the game comes out and what the climate is and what's going on. If people desire it and want it, there's a chance I'll play it.
And I don't know why he's even giving this the light of day. Didn't Metaphor ReFantazio or whatever come out last year and his audience couldn't even stomach watching him play the beta? And that was a modern Atlas style game? Yet we think that we're going to get away with playing Persona 4? A game that he's already played previously. We're going to purchase that at full price when that comes out and try and play it. Like, what are we talking about? That's a fucking destined to be failed playthrough, man.
I would like to, but I also can't really risk the channel because Atlas is so crazy with how they handle stuff, which I don't understand.
It's true, I am.
Hope that makes sense. By the way, I guess this would be a good time for me to mention, hey, please support the stream today. If you're on YouTube, give it a like. Get this channel engagement. This channel got a ton of engagement over the weekend for Crimson Desert. It would be great to keep that momentum flowing now. Please like the stream if you're watching it. Please support the stream today if you can. Super chats, memberships on the YouTube side, kicks, subs on the kick side, tips, all appreciated. Let's go. In particular,
let's go.
Today would be great to get some support on Kick. So far, this week, I'm not exaggerating, is the lowest support week I've ever had on Kick since I streamed there. I think it's a combination that I took an extra day off and also that I'm playing a lot of RPGs and the Kick audience doesn't really like them that much. You know, the Kick audience supports when I play like Street Fighter 6, but I'm only doing that a couple streams a week.
So instead of
let's
actually
go for Pokemon
changing his
today.
schedule, instead of my keyboard is dying. Instead of changing the schedule, instead of playing the games that are actually going to engage the Kick chat that they want to see that they are going to show up for, he's just going to ask for the money outright instead. He's not actually going to change the content so that you will just naturally give him your money. He's just going to beg instead. Could you imagine rewarding that kind of behavior?
Let's get some Kick support. And not that dumb troll who keeps gifting subs and I can't get rid of them. I've banned them and, you know, you can't stop them from supporting. Let's get some actual positive supporters on Kick today. Okay?
Please, we need positive style
Let's go.
support.
Well, Buckwell, if it's not the games you don't like, then why are you here? If you don't like me, then perhaps you shouldn't sit around on a stream with someone you don't like, right? Like maybe you should use your head. Or maybe you can't. Maybe you're dumb. I don't know. It would be nice if you used your head. If you don't like the content, then leave. No one's forcing you. I didn't tie you to a chair, right? I didn't glue your butt to the seat. I didn't permanently.
Cuckwell might like all of that. TSP might want to chill out and just ban him because he might be getting stiff over there. You know how big of a Cuckwell is. He's got his name for a reason.
Tune your phone or mobile device to watch DSP Gaming on Kick. You can go watch somebody else. Thank you. Well, Buckwell.
Let me read this for my audio styles. Buckwell in the Kick chat typing at DSP Gaming Real. Eat a fucking dick, Phil. You're such an asshole. I'm done going. I'm going watch on Raw like most people. He's got some real Jade knees going on in there. So that's Cuckwell's big farewell. Eat a fucking dick, Phil. Classic.
Well, now you are going to go watch on Raw, Phil, because you're banned.
LOL.
Because you insulted me. Because you're a dunce. I mean, all you got to do is act like a respectable human and you'd be fine. But instead, you got to sit here and you got to act like a bitch. So now you're treated like a bitch. Yeah.
Cuckwell was always a bitch. He was always being treated like a bitch. He was buying video games for another grown man who was very clearly not respecting him. And in fact, was very openly disrespecting him on a regular basis. He's always been a bitch.
I don't know why Buckwell crashed out this morning. Very bizarre. Very bizarre behavior. Maybe he's on drugs or something. I don't know.
I have no idea why he crashed out. Meanwhile, DSP immediately called him stupid upon reading his fucking chat.
Do I think he's throwing a tantrum because RimWorld is doing well and he wants Truck Sim? I don't know. I have no idea. Again, I'm not Buckwell. I don't know what goes through his head. It's weird because Buckwell, I believe, started out as like a troll. And as you know, I let trolls talk and sit in the Kick chat all day. I don't do anything about it. I just let them be there, right? So he started there. And then when I started playing Truck Sim, apparently he bought the game and liked it so much that he played the shit out of it. And then he realized, oh, there's actually some positive stuff that comes from Phil's content when you don't have to sit there and act like a troll all day. You can actually like get exposure to games and enjoy stuff. You know,
this is a retarded mentality. Just by the way, this is fucking stupid. And I can't believe we're actually getting the Cuckwell lore live and in the flesh right after his banning. The, you know, post-mortem style lore drop of Cuckwell for the chat.
Like a normal human behavior instead of a moron. So then he started enjoying the Truck Sim streams, started helping me enjoy the game, like explaining the game to me and stuff. And then he wanted to buy me DLCs, which he did. He bought tons of DLCs for Truck Sim.
Yeah, he cucked out huge.
That we played that game,
yeah, the eulogy. That's what it is. It's not a post-mortem
like I said, he was always a
lore
positive
drop. It's a
influence when it came
eulogy.
to Truck Sim. But it seems like as soon as I stopped playing,
and I get some candles in the chat
that
for
was it.
Cuckwell.
And he went back to his trolling ways because he's so upset.
We'll be the only people to miss
him.
him.
Or whatever. I don't know. He's just a bizarre individual. Like most people who don't like me, they're just weirdo fucks.
That's me. That's me. I mean, you guys, not me.
Eddie Chills says Wings of Redemption heated your review and didn't buy Crimson Desert. A ton of people did. I had people actually message me. A few people message me, not a ton, but you know, probably like 5-10 people, and personally thank me for being honest in my review because they said they were going to buy Crimson Desert, and then when they watched me play it, they were like, "Oh shit, I'm really glad I didn't just dump $70 on this because it's not ready yet." Like that's the thing.
But who is? I find this really difficult to believe because everybody knows that DSP is just the worst gamer on the planet. Like I struggle to think of anybody who is less capable of playing a video game. I've seen elderly grandmothers play video games better than DSP. I've seen small adolescent children incapable of reading at all be better at video games than DSP. So who is watching DSP gameplay and actively drawing a reasonable conclusion from it? It's never an accurate representation of the gameplay at hand. It's so much slower. He never knows the controls. He can't understand any of the mechanics, even as they're being explained to him in depth. But yet somebody is drawing a conclusion on a game via his review. They're just as retarded as he is. This person needs to be put down or something. They're not capable of caring for themselves if they're taking advice from DSP.
That's why people are now asking me to play it again this week, because they want to see if the game was improved enough that they can buy it now. As many morons as there are on the internet who completely just write off everything that I say because they think that DSP is a meme and a terrible gamer.
That's all true.
There's people who actually care about what I say because they know I've been around for 18 years and I don't lie. So I'm honest about everything. You know,
he doesn't have to lie in order to be ill-informed and giving a bad take. But that's my biggest gripe with this. It's like his 18-year tenure of being a retard on the internet is nothing to brag about. First and foremost. But he doesn't have to lie in order to just be a bad gamer and not understand and give accurate data. And that's what it is.
Those people are called intelligent. But the problem is there's very few of them left. As you guys can see.
Also, yeah, he does lie constantly. That's true. If there's anything true about DSP, it's that he's a liar. By his own admission, he lies all of the time about all sorts of shit, either to keep his family safe or because he doesn't want to announce anything preemptively. Or because he doesn't want to face the music because he's gambling away all of the money you give him. Like, he's just an admitted liar.
ICS is here. 220 is here. Whatever you want to call him this day. He's still here and he's still gifting subs, but it's troll insult subs. He's so butthurt that he can't act, like a normal human, that he's banned on all his accounts, that he now tries to gift on the insult account. It's obviously him. We're not stupid, right? 220, it's this simple. I will unban you. I told you I would. You just have to give 220 subs. Go ahead and do it right now. Give 220 subs. I will unban your 220 account. Do it right now.
Thank you, NWO News, for the 2 saying, Phil, you realize you're being recorded, right? At this point, I'm convinced he doesn't, or he wouldn't lie nearly as much as he does. And sometimes sentence to sentence.
Oh, no. No. No
Thank
tattoos.
You for the 2
Nothing on my
NWO
body.
News.
No piercings and no tattoos. That's good. Game Dude says, I feel like the new norm, you wait for day one, you wait for the bugs and things to be revealed, you wait for fixes to occur, then you buy the game afterward. That's what everyone should be doing.
Yes.
That's actually how it used to be. Okay?
What?
Before the era of the console wars of Xbox versus Sony and the Nintendo in there, people used to wait. I'm not kidding. People did not always go pre-order and buy every game at launch. They waited to see if a game was good. Or the rentals, like I just explained with the rental retro rewind we're going to do tonight. People would purposefully not buy a game.
Does he think that people don't wait for games? I'm confused as to what his argument is here.
Go to the rental store, rent the game, test it, and see if it was good before they bought it. Today, everyone wants to be part of this day one hype meme cultural movement where they could say that they played the game on launch day, and increasingly people are getting burnt in the ass for it.
But wasn't DSP just the person when playing Street Fighter 6 saying that if he didn't play day one Alex, he was never going to get him to master, and that his favorite part of fighting games and any game in general is the exploration period before everything is ruined online, and that's when the game is the most fun? Isn't that an exact, not an admission, when you back something, fuck it. Isn't that an exact backing of what he's arguing against right here, right now?
Because they're dropping all this money and the game is literally not good yet. Like, Crimson Desert was about 75% good at launch, but the combat is a quarter
endorsement. Thank you.
of
Yes,
the game,
yes, yes.
and it sucked ass. So now they're patching the
He's
combat.
endorsing a mentality that he just admitted was arguably his favorite way to do things. But now he's arguing against it.
That's good, but it should have been 100% good at launch, right?
And Maddie's got a point too. This is also the dude who says early reviewers ruined the cultural event of everyone buying the game and playing it together day one. Absolutely. Yes, that is something he's bitched and moaned about before that hurt his business. But everybody else is supposed to, wait. They're supposed to wait for the patch notes. They're supposed to wait for the game to come out. Everybody but DSP.
So maybe now, as they improve it gradually over the next couple of weeks with patches and things to tweak it, maybe it will be worth your money and time. But it certainly was not worth your money and time on launch day. But how many people bought it on launch day? 2 million people. 2 million rubes, you know? I buy it because I want to show you what it is. It's my job to buy the game and to show you.
Right.
But the person who has no stake in that, it's not their job to do it. Rushing out and buying the game on launch day makes no logical sense anymore. I don't know why people still do it. The mentality should be to wait and see. There's enough people out there who are independent creators, not ball suckers, okay? And also not people who go the other way and just say everything sucks, but people who can genuinely be trusted. Not just me. There's tons of people like me out there that are trusted.
Name one, DSP. Can you guys name one content creator that reviews games or has a say in gaming that DSP has ever talked positively about? Please. This is a genuine question. If you could name one person who reviews games and has a genuine say in the games industry as a reviewer that he would put his money behind. I don't think so. He's really just talking about himself, I think.
Trustworthy, who are going to give you their honest opinion about a game on launch day. There is no reason for you to ever buy a game on launch day.
Lugo, you're
until
right.
You've got
the true and most honest
of someone
gamer.
Who you trust.
It's almost Lugo Boy
it's not
Summer.
Like it used to be. You don't need to play it on launch day. Just wait a day, and then you'll save a lot of money and a lot of pain and a lot of problems for yourself. You notice 220 isn't dropping 220 subs, right? You noticed that.
Thank you, BPA, for the 2. Saying they're all stupid. Not me, though. Yeah, that's DSP's argument for every single altercation. You're right. Thank you for the 2.
By the way, big ups to Super Bonchan. Super Bonchan putting out only the hottest detractor content and videos about DSP on his channel. Very nice work. I've seen the video and I was like, ooh, good detractor work. Very nice.
DSP getting recommended like super low down detractor content. So like sub 1,000 view detractor content is hitting DSP's feed like crack hit the 80s. Hell yeah, dude. He's got that good algorithm.
What?
Thank you, Pope, Super Kame Jizzler for the 5, saying, I love how every time he says something, a detractor remembers a time he said the exact opposite, calling the current take a dumb take. Biggest 220. Well, it's because it's always the case. I don't know if there's a statement he could say that he won't be contradicting because he talks out of his ass with no remorse all of the time, every day for the past 18 years. He just says shit to say shit in the moment and then doesn't remember any of it. It's his web of lies that he's constantly getting fumbled into. It's crazy.
What's my problem with 220? He's a sociopath.
Thank you for the 5, Pope, Super, Kame, Jizzler, and Mars Champion for the 2, saying Phil's reviews are based on if he made money. Absolutely. And that is more evident when he played Crimson Desert yesterday and made enough money to have to continue to play the game.
He would come to the streams and act positive and drop big support, and then he would literally do horrible things. He would say and do horrible things on the streams, off the streams. You know, like I said, the straw that broke the camel's back for me is he comes on the stream claiming someone is dead who wasn't. Then come to find out the entire thing was something he was involved in, some kind of a bizarre setup where the person wasn't even real. And he was trying to get like people to think that it was a catfish account. Like the person was real. It was a real fucked up situation.
Yeah, it was super fucked up, you guys.
Like the guy is legit nuts. You could tell he doesn't have a job. All the money he has, someone gives to him, whether it's government money, whether it's his mommy's money, whoever, you know, he doesn't earn it. He's nuts. There's no way.
Again, just talking out our ass. We don't know anything about anything when it comes to how 220 makes his money. We have no fucking clue. DSP's just, again, nonsense.
A competent person could make that much money to be dropping it on the internet. So he is a sociopath.
He's a sociopath
because
like a normal human, bullies DSP.
but I'm not going to have him on my streams and derailing everything and being a toxic jerk. So you guys just want me to time people out rather than ban people outright on Kick? I could do that. And in reality, I almost never ban anyone on YouTube. It's only the sock accounts that I ban on YouTube. But Kick, I mean, people are just really nasty sometimes. If 220 were to donate $20, is that okay for an unban? Well, 220 could donate $20 and then donate another 200 subs. Because that would be the equivalent of... Wait, no, that's wrong. That's completely wrong. They would have to donate another 216 subs on top of that.
Also, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is TOS to charge for an unban like that. I don't know for certain, but I'm pretty sure there's a reason why other content creators don't do that all of the time, because it would be the easiest money milking factory.
Math is hard. Math is hard, especially when you get older and your brain turns to mush. I know it shouldn't be a big deal. All 220 has to do is go beg his parents for more money, where he gets all his money from, right? Just go.
All right. Okay. Guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm done talking about fucking 220, ICS, whatever you want to call him. I'm over it. I'm done. I don't want to sit here and watch him beg for the money that he's never going to receive. We're going to watch the gameplay. Sorry. It is what it is.
We're back. We're back. You ready? It's been a week since Crimson Desert released.
Yeah, I'm tapping out on that one.
Okay. And I played on release day for 5 hours.
And I don't have the clip of it. I don't know who has it, where it was. I didn't grab it myself. There was a bit during the week when he was talking about Crimson Desert before we watched this gameplay, where he was bitching about other people making reviews of the game, making content on the game, and saying that in order to enjoy Crimson Desert, you have to come with a different mindset to just be willing to explore and have fun with the mechanics and just be open to it. And DSP was whining and complaining, talking about how you shouldn't have to come to a game with a different mindset, and you should be able to just pick up. If you can't pick up the game and play it and have a good time, it's inherently a bad game, was his take. And I found that one of the dumbest takes I've ever heard, because he just played RimWorld, or is playing RimWorld, and that is the exact same advice he was given for RimWorld. That it's not about how well your colony is doing, it's not about the progress you make, but instead about the story that you're telling with the colonists and the colony, and that's how you have to approach the game, and you'll have more fun that way. And then when he did it that way, he had acknowledged that it was more enjoyable as an experience. So he'll, again, on one hand say, you shouldn't have to come with a different mindset to enjoy the game, while already having experienced and understand that if you do that, sometimes games can be more enjoyable. It's so, again, it's so nonsensical, the way that he lives his life and the times he does and doesn't draw the line on what.
I thoroughly enjoyed my first 4 hours in the game. And then we got to this side quest to basically clear out a mining camp of enemies and then fight a boss called the Excavatron. And basically, the game got exposed for incredibly bad combat. I said, I'm not playing it anymore, and I haven't for a week. A lot has happened in that week. Number one, the game has been patched to apparently have more responsive controls and more balanced boss fights. Number two, people have played the game a lot more.
All this talking and no walking.
The more you play the game, the better it gets. Most people
literally
say
standing on a cliff doing fuck all.
Hours, getting past, say, chapter 2 of the story, the game gets much better. Apparently, also, there's tons in the game that if you find and
yeah, he said the game got exposed for having shitty combat. Yeah,
unlock, the game just becomes better. Okay, so after a lot of convincing this week, my audience said, please go back to the game and give it another shot. That's what we're doing this afternoon for about 2.5 hours. We'll see what happens. I'm willing to be fair. I'm willing to give it another go. Let's see if it's better. Let's see if we do other things outside of this boss fight. If I have more fun, we'll find out. First thing I'm going to do, fly again, it wouldn't work.
So this is the top-notch Crimson Desert gameplay.
Waterfall caves. The waterfall just kicked my ass.
So not automatically, instantly from this clip, you can already tell that somebody has told him or he's watched a video on the fact that there are caves under a lot of the waterfalls. A very normal gameplay gimmick for a lot of different games, but he's already mentioned the waterfall caves, not even knowing that they're back there by experience them first hand, or by having the ability to even get there in the first place. We were already being hoof held.
Ow.
Very riveting gameplay here. Great commentary. He's just the best, dude. This is how the game was meant to be
There's
experienced.
a skill to get inside. They're not worth it at the moment. Oh, well, I can't do it yet then. I just got messed up. I got rocked and socked. How do I select stuff? I forgot how to select it in the environment. See? I totally forgot to do this. Weak. Anyone remember how to target stuff?
You guys remember how to play the game? Can you please show me the controls again?
I can't remember.
Yeah, thanks chat for telling me the
come
gameplay
on.
controls,
I'm gonna waste
please.
another arrow. Okay, I didn't. Who are you? Staring at me. Gotta remember.
Can you guys believe nobody wanted to see this the first time or pay for it? Can you believe it? All the nothing he's accomplished.
Everything. I don't remember how to play. Left bumper targets. I was trying that, but it's not really targeting. Oh, there you go. Okay.
He's just spamming the fucking
reflection
buttons, just mashing the controller. The fuck is he looking for? Bugs?
Okay. Well, I looted a bunch of stuff.
Nice.
Razzleberries.
Nice. Oh, it's okay. He's getting
Dustin did
berries.
another $2 super chat.
The guy who hasn't engaged in combat yet, hasn't accomplished a mission, and hasn't explored a goddamn thing is out here collecting fucking berries. For what? For what, boss?
You're
gonna go cook 'em?
Oh, well, I heard that you were a deep thinker, but we don't just go around believing everything we're told, do we? I mean, come on. Thanks for another $2, though. And Rex did another $2. Okay.
Awesome. Great.
Much.
You can see why he only made 2 hours worth of progress in 5 on that first stream.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, here we go again. Great content, man. Game looks great, though. Like, graphically, of course.
Okay.
Oh, what a great super chat from that guy. Rec in his chat asking, how's the cup of diarrhea? All right. Very
What's
cool
this?
fans.
Question mark. Let's see who this is. Vendor or something? Oh, I'm sorry, Duck. You're right. How do you swap targets, though? Oh, shit. We almost took the plunge. Oh!
Scurry off to where you came from.
We took the fucking plunge. What happened?
Look, I'm not saying
happened?
that you can't fall off the bridge.
Huh?
But 18 years and that kind of spatial awareness in a very standard action game? Come on, man. I don't even know if I'd fall
Even
off
what
that
you were
bridge on my
saying
worst
is
day.
true, why would you be coming here and telling me this? Why don't you report it to the police? Someone just came in my chat with their name random account and they're saying someone on the internet is saying to do awful things, you know, to you or whatever. Okay, well, I'm not there. I'm not watching their content. I don't, you know, I'm not going to pay attention to it. If you've seen the egregious...
Random account is claiming Meerkat Mob is asking people to bomb DSP's house. Meerkat, how could you? Bomb the guy? What?
content, you need to go report it right now. Not me. You.
Those
You're the one who saw
Bulgarians
it.
are a wild bunch,
Every
or
day
whatever the
there's
hell
people who say fucked up
Meerkat
stuff about me
is.
and my family and everything.
Those
I
Eastern
can't be
Euro styles
micromanaging
are
the entire world
unhinged.
and what they say. Just go report it. You don't even need to tell me about it. Just go report it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Meerkat's going into business for himself.
Okay.
All right, more pausing,
Cool.
more menu, more stopping.
We've got about an hour 15 left on stream. If this stream does well, then I will consider playing it again more next week. Right now, we're doing okay. Good attendance. Support's all right. It would be great to get some more support. Notably today, we only have 1 sub and 1 kick over on Kick. That's it. So we've had, once again, almost no Kick support whatsoever. It would be great to get some more support for the stream. Anything appreciated. So if you want to see me play more Crimson Desert next week, then please support this stream. Okay? All right, what's up, Space Jam fan? Good to see you.
Hell yeah.
Welcome, welcome.
But this is the Crimson, like please no, this is the Crimson Desert gameplay that the people were asking for. They kept saying, DSP, go back to Crimson Desert. We want to see you play the game. We want to see if the patch notes really did alter the game in a way that would make it more enjoyable for you. We want to see more of it, experience more of the game. And this is what you wind up experiencing on the DSP stream. Fucking menus, updating the leaderboards, collecting fucking raspberries. Hell yeah, dude. That's what people want in their third-person action game.
And remember, over on Kick, I can't count single kicks, so if you actually like the game and want to see me play it more, you got to do 100 kicks or more, man. All right? Okay. Okay, guys, what support? Guys, we're playing for about another 45 minutes. All right? So, if you are happy that I came back to the game today...
Oh, shit, guys. The FBI director, Kash Patel, is in DSP's chat, saying, can you please let me know who made a threat towards you in this chat? We are investigating. Oh my god, Meerkat. I hope you were using a VPN, brother.
Second try.
Kash Patel is on your shit. He's leaving his girlfriend's concert early and hopping on the FBI company jet to come to your house personally. Watch out. And thank you, Sclerotic, for the 2. Saying it's obviously a giant love bomb from the Euro twink. Oh, well then that's chillin' positive. Meerkat's got nothing to worry about. Kash Patel got exposed as a gooner. I saw that this morning.
Let's see.
Was it last night?
I was trying to get. You know what it is? Is this stupid
yeah,
crap?
Spider Cash on X videos. Am I right, folks?
Yeah, that
Big
is
if
like
true.
poison. I mean, I'll be honest. Playing this game brings out the views, but it certainly doesn't bring out the support. Like, there's a lot of viewers on stream today. I think people wanted to see if I would crash out playing the game again, but it's certainly not bringing the audience that's super engaged and is willing to say, hey, yeah, we'll support this playthrough. I think it's because it's just so open world. You can never really tell if you're doing anything meaningful. But obviously we are doing.
What about those stats that he didn't want to increase? What about the gear he didn't want to go get? What about the POIs he didn't want to explore? Maybe those are indications of accomplishing something? I don't know. Kind of new to gaming myself.
Something meaningful right now. Like, this is the quest, right? Can we cross the river on this log here? Yeah. That was interesting. I had no idea you could do like a balance beam deal with the horse, but I just did it. Okay. Might not be significant or even tie together. Yeah. And that you're going to see different environments, maybe unlock some stuff as you're playing or whatever. Then I think the game can be good. The problem is a lot of people these days don't like this style of game when it comes to watching it. They find it boring. They'll say, oh, the questing is kind of insignificant. There's nothing really going on in the major story. This is a boring game. I can definitely see this game being something that...
And I don't think that that's all that absurd, in all honesty. As you travel from location to location, the likelihood that something happens, if you're not in a new area, is fairly low. You're going to be going from point A to point B and passing the same locations fairly frequently. The thing that keeps you engaged is your movement and how you get there. The audience probably doesn't give a shit about that. But, of course, that's the audience's fault. It's their short attention span. It's because they have the TikTok brain rot, obviously.
You would sink a bunch of time yourself into.
It's not because he,
because you find it entertaining. Or gripping or addicting almost, right? The formula. I'm just not sure that this works for viewing audiences. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think? Dapian says, I'm not even going to lie. I was hoping that there wouldn't be support for this so we could do something else. Wow. Me Pickle says, it sounds like you just think the game is boring. Here's the thing. I'm not bored.
Yes.
But the game doesn't really have a gripping story. The game doesn't have anything revolutionary in the combat. Like, if you were to say, what's the big thing that's good about this game? The graphics? And
Of course, it's always the fucking graphics with the DSP. And look, the graphics are fine. They look good. I'm not upset when games have good graphics. But the fact that every single time he has to mention a positive about a video game, the graphics are the first thing that he mentions is so irritating. I think it really is just the clearest example of him not being a real gamer. The only thing that he can, the first thing he notices is the most surface level bullshit possible. And yes, King's Tax at 167, by the way. So this is absolutely getting a sequel style stream. We are continuing to play Crimson Desert. We wind up with like $200 and some by the end of it.
Open world exploration, right? Those are the two major things. Are those things fun for a viewing audience? Usually no. You know what I mean? Like, no. Like, people watching this would probably have to be like, all right, I'm going to be hanging out with Phil. We're going to have chill conversation while he plays this game. Something momentous may happen today. It may not at all. We're just going to be doing random shit all day when he plays this game. And so you never really know what's going to happen. And sometimes there may be something interesting and sometimes maybe not. But as long as you're here to relax and chill, then you're in the right spot.
Oh, you have
know
to be a
what I'm
relax and chill style. My bad. I was too wound up and irate.
Sold everything we wanted to
I
sell.
guess. Are those opposites?
This is all ingredients. Yep. Like, here's
The
the thing.
graphics
I
look
do
bland.
believe that there are probably...
Well, they look fine. There's nothing extravagant about them. They're not stylized in any particular way. They're just it's an okay looking game. It's got a massive world. And it looks okay for as big as it is and what you can do in it. There's nothing to write home about. And again, that's why it's so irritating that DSP mentions it, because it really is just the most surface level who gives a fuck ass aspect of the game.
Probably certain kind of streamers that have an audience that likes sandbox games. And they enjoy just chilling with the streamer and just exploring the world and the game, right? I don't know if I have that audience. I don't know if that's the kind of audience that's here for this. You know what I mean? Like, it may not be a fault of the game. It could just be that the audience here is looking for something different. Hence why people are like, oh, the game's boring. I don't know. I think right now this stream was fine. Did anything super notable happen
I hope
yet?
so.
No.
Yes, $167, which is way past the goal by $17. And he thinks the game is just fine.
But it was all right. I'm learning the systems and we're exploring the world, leveling up a bit, getting more inventory space. I would like to do another boss fight by the end. I don't know if I'm going to find one. I'm trying to find one. I'm trying to do questing to get to one.
Why? Why is he trying to fight
Right?
a
It's not like
boss
I'm
that he's
avoiding it.
probably not ready for?
Wondering where it is. What the fuck is this? Look what I found.
Go in there.
Any anonymous tips from the treasure chest.
I didn't want
That
to
would
see
have been
that part
nice.
anyway. He has to make up for the first stream. Probably. That probably is
Like,
his mentality.
I'm okay with chill streaming with this game and just having it be a super duper slow burn. But I don't know if the audience is.
Yeah, I was going to say he's not, though. This would be a 200-hour playthrough that two people would have to fund $150 of every single stream. Every single one you'd have to come through with at least $80 so that somebody else could come through with the other 70. It'd be like Divinity, Original Sin 2, or Baldur's Gate 3.
Now, how would that work? Someone just to make it a night stream. Dude, you really think that playing a game like this in 2-hour segments is going to create any kind of progress? Like, there's a reason why we're playing Dragon Quest VII as a day stream. Even though it's not doing well, if I don't play it as a day stream, I have zero chance of ever beating it. So we have to play certain insanely lengthy games as daytime streams or we'll never finish them.
Yeah, that 1 hour less is definitely going to kill the stream, you guys. We're going to make no progress if we have one less hour. I mean, and that's partially true, because one less hour of gameplay from DSP is actually like 30 minutes, maybe, of gameplay that he's not going to be able to get accomplished, which will turn the 2 hours of progress he made into an hour and a half, which is embarrassing and pathetic and sad and all of that, of course. So here we are at the boss fight once again. Same boss fight. He knows the strategy. He knows that you have to blind him with your sword. He got spoiled in the on the internet.
I was dodging. So you can hurt him, but it's complete bullshit. He has complete super armor. Again, like I said in the first time I fought him, which is garbage. He should not have a fucking super armor like that.
Why not? Dark Souls bosses have super armor during a bunch of their animations and attacks all the fucking time. Actually, all of the time. It's not an issue when it's in a Souls game. But all of a sudden, this game has some super armor during his main attack. His strongest, most powerful blow. No super armor allowed, according to DSP.
We've almost got him fully stunned.
Yeah, we should be able to stun him with every attack of our sword like a normal enemy. That would be a fun game, am I right? Doesn't this combat look riveting when DSP does it? The same /// combo. No throw mix-ups, no shield charging, no shield bashing, no spin attacks, no stabs. Just swing, swing, swing. Swing, swing, swing. And he's not even doing the heavy attack in the fucking middle of the stun. He spent all that time using the force palm to get the stun meter up and finally get it to hit fucking light attack like 6 times. What a good use of our time.
What just happened?
And he's doing a half-decent job dodging that attack for what it's worth.
Oh, I have no energy now. What happened? I lost my energy. I think every time that you dodge, you basically lose energy.
Kind of, but not really. It's certain dodges. He's almost got him. He's got him on the ropes, as you can see. We're about to win. Going to be a huge DSPW here.
Look at this. Look how bad this is. It's so bad. And I'm wasting all my revives because the game is terrible.
All right. That's the end of the gameplay clip. Like I spoiled earlier, he did wind up making $267, I think, was the end. That's what it said in the thumbnail. Correct me if I'm wrong. So there will be another stream. He admitted as such, despite ending the stream itself by saying the combat is still terrible. And that was his main complaint initially anyway. And that's why he was coming back to the game, was he thought that they changed the combat. But we're going to play it anyway because, surprise, surprise, it was all about the money the whole time. I know this is a shock to all of you, but the reason we didn't like the game the first time was because of money. And with that being said, that's the stream. I hope you all had a fantastic time. I appreciate all of you being here, all of you that supported, not to be like the guy and use the term support, but some of you were very generous. Some of you were just generous. I'm not discriminating. I appreciate it all the same. Thank you, especially to one Mr. Wong, of course.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
So please, if I don't see you until next Saturday, have a safe and blessed weekend and work week. Good